Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to participate in this kind of behavior again.
Just do a walk.
Do it today?
At 2 in the morning yesterday.
Give me a cause number.
Right.
Is it Acme Christopher?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, yeah. And so I came by yesterday about the PSR and then.
things are just actually gone really bad for him, huh? What the hell?
Just one of these deals. We were gonna do it.
I guess when it rains, it pours, huh? Here.
We were gonna do this thing, we were gonna do it last Thursday and something came up, so I was like, okay, then let's do Monday.
We should have brought him in earlier so we could admonish him, try to get,
I told him.
There's no hold from judge in our system that shows, and there's nothing like it
Well-
says that he hasn't even
Well,
processed yet.
It shows a hold on him and for us. Like it says hold bodily
I can
injury.
call the sheriff and look into it.
yeah,
see if they
wait,
can-
will you?
Yeah. And that's the thing is that sometimes they just sit in jails.
Alex, did you get the cause number?
No, Judge, sorry. It's this one, 254.
You run an NCIC real quick. Run his criminal history so we can see all the cases that he has, please.
There's some stuff I've done it before. Do you want this?
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah.
They don't have anything.
See, if you look on the bottom, where it says his case number, it says hold because of the Harris County.
Yeah. It's good, it should be nine. So he's.
Alex, tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, Judge, I'm still looking. So,
I know he had something dismissed in Galveston. I wasn't on that one. And then I represent him, I think, on
Is he in custody here?
No, he's in Brazoria County.
And they won't.
They won't release him because of the hold, because there's no hold. So if he has a bond here, they can.
There's no bond set now.
That's the issue. So if
There's
there's
no bond right
if a
now.
bond gets set,
Oh.
they can pay it and then release it.
Did I issue-
Okay, well, that would be,
There's a 2B
yeah.
and it hasn't been signed now. So here, let me read it to you.
Sir, yeah.
Affiant was dispatched to a Saul family call at the West Bay Area Boulevard Apartment in Webster. Affiant met with the complaining witness, who Affiant found to be reliable and credible, informing that his baby's mother's boyfriend, defendant, caused him to feel pain by striking him in the face with closed fist. Complainant advised that he was leaving his apartment complex with his girlfriend, here and after the witness, when he noticed complainant's baby's mother was parked outside of his complex with the defendant standing outside of her vehicle. Complainant and witness approached the baby's mother to speak to her. Complainant called the defendant Christy instead of Christopher, which angered the defendant, who then walked around the vehicle and struck the complainant with a closed fist, causing the complainant to fall to the ground. The defendant struck the complainant in the face with a closed fist several more times and then fled the scene. Complainant indicated that he felt pain in his face, believed that his nose was broken. Complainant's nose appeared to be dislocated and had blood running down his face. I observed the complainant to have minor lacerations on his nose, left eyelid, and left eyebrow.
so Judge, I'm seeing from 2022, there's a case out of Angleton, a terroristic threat with no disposition on the NCIC. And then most recently, there's 2, an evading arrest with a vehicle out of Brazoria, and then there's a UCW out of Brazoria.
That's what the whole,
There's two evading an arrest?
No, there's a evading arrest with vehicle and a UCW.
that's what you picked up yesterday morning.
Yes, and that's from yesterday.
To be in my case of consignment.
It was signed, Judge, by a magistrate on January 5th. It was just set at refer to magistrate, so
Because I don't see anything solid. That's one.
it's the second to last one.
This one?
It's that one right there. The signature's just faint.
Got it. Okay. So what do you think as far as a bond?
So let me quickly look at the case we have.
So what I'll do is I'll send him a bond now.
Yeah, that's all,
And then
that's all.
you
we're-
guys go make the bond and then we need him here ASAP.
Yes, sir.
you
Yeah,
know?
I'll tell him.
Um, Well, I guess he'll get, once he posts the bond, they'll give him the date.
Theoretically could get out late today and then we'll come tomorrow.
I guess just due to the continuous picking of charges and danger to the community, just 1,000. I mean, that's all we'd ask.
Oh, no, I'm going higher than that, man.
Okay.
No.
You're gonna do 5.
Yeah, I was gonna do
And that's,
5,000.
and we.
That's what I told them to.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll set it and then just keep us in the loop.
Yeah.
And then let me know when Miss.
She's here. If you want to get with Louise first, though, I can come back.
You say Fort Bend or did you say Brazoria?
Missouri. Where there's surveillance of CW pushing or hitting him first too.
Okay.
And there's gonna be a bunch of paying witnesses. Okay.
Okay, I've set bond in that case. You want to bring your client up?
Yes.
And then what day do you want to set the new case for?
Spring breaks the second week or the third week of March. That's my conflict.
So we usually set it like 30 days out. So that would be around, the first week in March,
Okay.
give or take. So
March the 3rd then?
4th, we usually do it on a Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay. March 4th.
Ma'am, I'm not going to continue to play this game. I grant one continuance and I'm not going to grant any more. Do you understand? So be ready for trial or is there an offer for the state right now?
It's a time served.
Okay, so you must either accept the agreement or I'm putting you to trial the next time. I will grant no more continuances. Do
Understood.
you understand? Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right,
Thank you, Judge.
done.
Judge, this is Logan
Bennett.
Bennett. On violation that was uploaded to your feet. As well.
So it says here that she's not in compliance. What is the problem?
Sorry, I just saw it right now. So there was an issue prior to being here where we're not sure if she has an ignition interlock as ordered. The case hasn't been supervised, so I don't know if she.
Was she ordered to have an interlock and she's not had an interlock the entire time?
Here's one.
It was supposed to be installed, there was an appointment scheduled. No indication she reported to pre-trial services with further instruction on the ignition interlock, because we have to run the vendor report and everything to make sure that the device is in compliance. And then as of when she got her conditions, there's been no report of her reporting to pre-trial services, to make sure that it is in compliance.
I need to make sure she's in compliance. If you're not in compliance, I'm gonna revoke your bond and putting you in jail today, man.
And I know she has an interlock. We've spoken about it. That sounds
I
like.
don't know that.
Oh, I know.
They have no proof of it.
She hasn't.
All right,
We've come to court
This sounds like it's been out of compliance since the get, and we've been to court. No, I'm with you. And obviously, I didn't know about this until seconds ago also, but
So I guess Mac, take a look at it and see.
She has the machine installed. Yeah.
All right, take a seat for me at the jury box, ma'am. Okay, please let me know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what do you got?
Judge, I'm here on Navarro Alejandro.
You ready?
We're gonna do a plea this morning, Judge.
I'm ready when you are. Do you need a translator or are you good?
No, we're good, Judge.
Okay. Alejandro Navarro, come up, please.
Page 29.
Thanks.
Just planning on doing the rest.
Mr. Navarro, you were charged with 2 counts of verbal harassment. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for 2 on 1, and they're going to dismiss the other one. Is this how you understand it? You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What we're doing today, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Your Honor.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no changing this. How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. On motion of the state, your other case will be dismissed. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
He was retained.
Yeah, you don't have to pay.
Mr.
Come up, sir.
Navarro?
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hi.
I'm John Fairhart. I represent Christopher Roberts. in
Okay.
the Violation hearing.
Where is Mr. Roberts now?
He's here.
Page
Okay.
21.
Come up, Mr. Roberts.
Thanks for your help.
If you ever miss again, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. There's absolutely no tolerance in the future. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Court orders are court orders, and you don't just evade and decide to do what you want to do. Do you understand? You were ordered to go take a test and you failed to go take a test. That's the rub. I'm sending you now for a test.
Sorry, so he has ordered to go get a drug screening test and he did that. They have the results back.
When did you go take the test?
January
16.
Judge, it shows that it came back positive for THC. Confirmed by the lab.
Oh, I see. Okay. No more. No more using. Do you understand? I'm going to test you 50 days from today. If you test again, I'm going to put you in custody.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
sir.
We got you guys. We'll set you off for 50 days. All right, Willie,
Right this way.
come on up.
Counsel Powell.
Santana.
Okay.
Judge, the only issue I have today, want to see if the court would consider removing his monitor. He's in compliance, has been in compliance. Spoke with the state. Obviously, they are opposed to that, as I assume that they would be, based on nature of the charge. And he has a prior
Yes.
assault case.
Yes, it's the same complainant in the prior assault case, which is why we're opposing amending the bond.
He was arguing with his wife in the bathroom, wouldn't allow her to leave the bathroom. It's the allegation.
Isn't this the one where he basically locks her in the bathroom and she's not allowed to leave for like an hour or something like that? Or
I don't think it's quite
Yes,
that
Judge.
long, but there is,
Some amount of time for sure. I'm not sure.
he's trying to talk her into not leaving. They've since been separated, maintained, he's had no contact with her. Maintains employment. He runs into issues with the monitor on.
say it again?
He runs into issues with the monitor on with his employment when he delivers loads.
Okay. Have you guys reached out to the complaining witness? Do we know? Have she had any issues?
Complaining witness was reached out to. Let me read the notes, Your Honor.
I think it was back in November though.
Okay.
It was back in November.
Yeah, that's too,
We can reach out again.
I'd like to know, now whether there have been any issues.
Yes, Judge.
Is your client here?
He is not here. I gotta say, he's working.
I'm not gonna do it until I can admonish him and let him know. Let's have him reach out, make sure that there have not been any issues. If there have not been any issues, bring him here. I'll admonish him and then we
Understand
can.
that.
But I want to make sure that there have been no issues.
That'll give the state some time to reach out to her as well, and I think we need another rip call on it anyways at this point. It's been-
Yeah, so just let me know if there've been no issues, because it's been open since October, right?
Yeah.
So we're now, February. It's been 4 months. If there have been no issues, then I'm
He's a
amenable to
long-haul
it.
truck driver, to be allowed, the courtesy of his employment. So if I may contact him and maybe bring him back next week.
Just no rush. It's up to you, whenever you want. Yeah.
All right, I'll find out. what-
Just whenever you want one.
Okay.
Yeah.
May I excuse me?
We got it.
Good to see you, Judge.
Thanks. You too, man. So no arraignments, you say? No arraignment?
Only had three in total.
No one showed up?
One showed up, but he was one that I had to send.
Kelsey, tell me about the trial cases then. Do we have any more?
So one of them is a PTI.
Have they accepted?
Yes, sir.
Right.
And so defendant, we're just calling to make sure he signed his end. The defense has talked to them, she signed her end, and we're getting enrolled today. The other one,
One of them just pled, Judge.
Sure. Let me see who else we had.
the defense attorney for Bennett, I needed to speak with him, but we were on the same page on that.
That one, they want a continuance for a month.
Okay, and then that one's been granted, you already approached on that?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, and then the last one, we just got the land.
An Aliana?
Yes,
Okay, great. Okay, I think that takes care of it.
and I told our investigator, all that's well,
Okay.
they were not even.
Dr. Khan.
Yes, good morning. Here we place them on this week on the flood. Yes, ma'am.
Defendant, do you know what?
Was there anything offered?
No, they need to reach out.
You're asking for February 12th?
Yes, please.
Okay, got it.
Is that cool? All right, thanks, see you then.
Never in 5 years. Estrada Jorge Armando. No, these were already for the movies. I don't know if that was changing on this, because they're, I'm sure it's what I mean, no, it's not on the religion. It's.
Morning, Judge.
Hey, how are you?
Surviving.
It's two, okay. You are Jorge Estrada.
So-
Mr. Estrada, you're charged with two cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the gun case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail. Looks like you guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for 2 on both of those cases. You need to understand that both of those cases will go on a record. They're going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take them off. Do you understand? This is important because if you ever get pulled over, officer looks you up. They're going to see all the DWI. They're going to see the gun case. If they roll up to your car and it smells like weed, it smells like alcohol, what do you think they're going to do? Right. What we're doing today, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? They can use these to enhance your punishment. You're looking at a minimum of 90. How do you plead to the offense? Both. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, like I said, you can never change this. I take it the case upstairs is being dismissed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about the weapon? Okay, so the weapon will also be forfeited, meaning that you're not going to get it back. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I am going to suspend your license for 90 days.
Would you
Not
hear,
drive until you get a license.
would you hear evidence on the surcharge?
Yes.
Judge, he's 20 years old. He works in a warehouse. He lives with mom and dad. He takes care of mom and dad. He helps pay for rent, pay for things around the house. He's trying to get his life together. His hours fluctuate between 20 and 40 hours a week, 40 on a good week, 20 on a normal week. He's 20 years old, just turned 21 now. 22, I apologize.
How much money do you make a month, sir?
900. Well, I would make 900.
900 every week?
Yeah.
You need to understand that DWI is big business in this country. What he's trying to do is he's trying to have me erase around $3,000 worth of surcharges that you would otherwise pay, not to mention court costs of another $400 to $500. So you could potentially be rolling out here with around $3,500 in court costs. And if you don't pay it, you go to jail 1 day for every $100 you owe. So you could be doing a ton of jail time. You know, we're all allowed to make mistakes in lives, right? But the idea is that you don't continue to make mistakes where you endanger other people's lives. A second DWI, you're looking at surcharges of around $6,000. Do you understand? For $40, one button, an Uber will take you wherever you want to go. It don't matter how many beers, how many shots of tequila, take an Uber. Do you understand? All right, I'll waive it for you.
I agree.
This time,
Yes, sir.
that's it. You understand?
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. So, see. Hi. Good morning.
I have Mr. Wharton here. He went to see pretrial yesterday. He has magistrate's bond conditions. I was just wanting to know if they were sufficient.
Counsel, what was the last name again?
Warren.
Come up, Mr. Warren.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
What are the bond conditions that we have?
Judge, we have no contact whatsoever with Gracia Padron and Melissa Padron. We also have no drugs and no firearms, weapons, or ammunition.
So the assault is, who's the complaining witness in our assault case?
So on the assault here is Gracie Padron, and then the
Do
felon.
you know who that is in relation to this gentleman?
His partner's mother.
Yes, and then the partner is the complainant in the felony.
Okay. You're lucky to be out with as much baggage as you got, Mr. Warren. I mean, your history is just deadly conduct, unlawful carrying of a weapon, assault of a family member, violation of protective order, failure to ID, terroristic threat, violation of protective order, evading arrest, harassment, felony assault, failure to ID, criminal injury, violation of protective order, violation of protective order, and now a felony assault and another assault. You're laughing like it's funny. It's sad because all of these cases that you have, no self-control. You get angry, you wig out, and that's not the way we work, man. I'm going to protect my community at all costs, Mr. Warren. And if I have to make your bond $2 million, I'm going to do it in a heartbeat to protect my community. Do you understand? You have one issue. I'm going to keep you. That's it. I'm not asking for much, man. Just don't have contact with these people. Self-control. Do you understand? It's not hard. What do you do with yourself these days? Where do you work at? Are you working full-time? Great. Like full-blown like you're working 40 hours a week?
Yes, sir.
Great. That's good. I mean, I'm making that a bond condition as well. And when I'm working 40 hours a week, when you have too much time on your hands, you get self-destructive, man. You just need to occupy your time, make your money, and just move on. Don't have contact, don't have any weapons, and then we're cool. All right?
Your Honor.
You got this.
Respectively, due to the nature how it's continuously picking up the same complainant, we would also request GPS monitor to reflect the felony who have GPS monitoring on that for the same reason.
He has a GPS
So
monitor right now.
we'd want the bond conditions here to reflect that as well.
Is it through the felony court?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so TAC Rs, you've got it on anyways. So know your every whereabouts. Don't go near these people. You got to charge it every single day, Mr. Warren. If you don't charge it, the battery's going to go dead. So does the bond. You understand? Okay, man. All right. Thanks.
Right this way.
Hey,
Hey, Judge, how are you?
what's up?
How are you?
Waiting for you.
We filed a motion to substitute, that's Mark Beeson and I, yesterday on
I
William
granted it.
Jones.
I saw
Okay, we gonna need some time to look at the evidence because it appears that most of the evidence, if not all the evidence, is in.
Yeah, take your time, whatever you want.
Um,
For me, I don't care until it gets like, 170, 180. I don't like to micromanage.
filed in October, I want to say.
Who's your client?
William
Jones?
Jones.
So it is pretty old then?
Well, I think we're at what, 120 days? But
Right,
Since
Judge.
we just subbed in roughly-ish is all I'm saying. I would ask that maybe the next time we waive his appearance, if that's possible.
Yeah, we waive it.
He's extremely ill at the moment. He doesn't even want me coming near him at the moment, which I appreciate very much.
We waive it until it's over, regardless. So I don't even know why he's here.
One waiving and then.
Yeah,
Show
take
up
it,
the next-
whatever you need.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. Is everything in? Alex?
Yes, everything's in.
And you granted the motion to sub, Judge.
Yeah, you guys are already attached to it.
Okay.
Max?
There's a machine. Been in a vehicle, but I think all that.
Sorry, darling.
I'm sorry, I got confused on what
Okay.
you said yes to.
Can you verify?
Yes, so we went over the report so far for the device. There was a note, sorry, my brain. There was no breaths given, no breath samples given in the month of July. On May 9th, there was a high breath of 0.043 with no retest. The device has not been used since July 2024, has an account past due fee recalibration, and has been in lockout since August.
And Judge, I haven't had notice of this. I've requested for you.
She knows, and they admonish her that she's supposed to do certain things and she's doing whatever she wants to do. That doesn't work like that. I have to hold her accountable. She's been in lockup for how long? Now in February. She's literally been in lockup since August.
With the judge, I know with
Where are
her,
my bailiffs?
Atlanta, she's had to spend a lot of time there. I know she's had.
Max, I waived the fee for everybody.
She said she's got like a $2,000 custody.
Every single person that comes in here with everything, I waive. I don't matter who it is, but again,
So I haven't seen this report. Before we take her into custody, could I either roll it to tomorrow or sometime later, Judge, so that I can at least see, I didn't know there was.
take a look now. We've got 3 hours.
Just, but I believe I have to have like proper notice before I can, like, instead of for hearing before we vote her bond. And theoretically, maybe you please.
You know what? I'm going to deny the motion for continuance. I mean, it's just too much baggage,
Well, then just on the record that it will be an effective assistance to counsel because we got this blend discovery back and we don't have any expert yet ready to go. And that's the basis of like the hearings. And so it's just like one of those deals where theoretically we could get it resolved. I mean, that's kind of the path I think we're on anyway. We're just here yesterday for a while, trying to get some clarification from our federal attorney about some other things, and obviously if I knew about.
I mean, I guess if you want to roll it to tomorrow, I can roll it to tomorrow for you.
Okay.
But come up, ma'am. I'm ordering you to appear tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the morning. It's unacceptable what's going on now. You're to go over all the paperwork with your lawyer to figure out what's going on. And then I'm going to address your bond violation tomorrow morning. Do you understand? Okay, let's have her sign a reset and we'll see you tomorrow morning, Alex. So, Alicia, do you mind getting Max's email address so you can provide every single shred of evidence regarding this, please? Ma'am. Hi.
Judging on Francisco Gonzalez, it's a bond violation.
Okay.
So. She's the attorney of
Where's Mr. Gonzalez now? Okay, she's actually in trial or she hasn't?
They're starting. She's not there yet, but she's waiting on the client to show up and prosecuting. Last time I talked.
So let's give it some time. Perhaps she won't go and then we can address it a little bit later. Francisco Gonzalez, come up.
I appreciate that, Your Honor.
I'm gonna have them take a seat in the jury box while we wait. And then we've got time. It's only 9:30. So
Okay.
let me know if she actually goes, then we'll figure out. Okay, thanks. Take a seat for me in the jury box. Hi, Marco. What's going on, man? A lot of drama.
I gave this case.
Yes, absolutely. What is?
2502034.
Page 17.
On Juarez?
Oh, no, this is a different case.
Oh,
Yeah, the other one I took.
On Guillermo Juarez?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we're in the ERD and it's set for trial on Monday. I'd spoken to Judge
Singer?
Singer. And he said, and I talked about doing a time served on the case. They have these rules there. He said, why don't you go check this Fletcher and see if he's okay with that. He goes, I'm fine with that. He's going to do
With the time served? Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Do you want to do it? Is he here?
No, but I'll get him in here.
Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, you guys, if you said it, I don't know. I mean, I don't tell people normally that, when we set a case that they're barred from pleading, unless they're playing games. And I know that they're playing games, but
So they have they have certain things they do. So when I talked to him, he said, no, you could just go talk to him. He goes, I'm totally fine if he's.
and I am okay with it too. If you want
It's
to,
fairly, not that these are mild, but it's one of those kind of.
whatever you want.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring him in.
You spoke with Sebastian already of the prosecutor on the case about time
Do
served.
you have that offer, Marco? Do you have that offer?
No, it'd have to be, that's what I'm saying, it'd have to be right.
Oh, with that agreed reg?
Yes.
Oh, well, you didn't say that. I assumed that.
That's why we didn't have Sebastian here. He'd have to talk with defendant first.
So read it. What happened real quick?
So in this case, it was back in March. The officer was dispatched to an assault family. The officer made contact with the complainant. The two shared children are in a dating relationship. And while the defendant was driving, the complainant was in the passenger seat. They got to a verbal argument. The defendant punched the complainant on the left arm. The complainant told the defendant to stop hitting her and then said that she would call his mom. The defendant punched the complainant in the arm again. And the complainant grabbed her phone and called the defendant's mom. The defendant punched the complainant for a third time in the arm. And the complainant said she would call the police. The defendant struck her 2 more times in the same spot, causing pain. The defendant pulled over and the complainant and her child got out of the vehicle. And the officer noted visible injuries on the left arm.
Okay.
So
Well, I know what the DAs cannot do time served, even if they want to. So that's why I went to the judge, Singer, and he said,
I'm
fine with that.
yeah, I'm amenable.
So then I'm gonna bring him in.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll email Sebastian.
you email Sebastian?
I mean, I know what his answer is, but it's really up to you. So he said, okay, thank you, Judge.
Yeah, I'm open. Hi.
I'm approaching Clayton Hodges on the docket today.
Marco, let him know that there's an affirmative finding, right? So
Oh,
that
yes.
he picks up another one. He's looking at a 3rd degree,
I'll make sure.
Okay.
Back in October, on his bond conditions, you put a no driving restriction.
What's the name?
Hodges is the
Is
last
he
name.
here today?
No, it's waived. So to amend the bond conditions, do you need to see him? Okay,
Yeah, I like to admonish him
okay, well, I'll get him.
and we'll,
Well, would you be willing to, because I hate from the public, we're not willing to.
I mean, it's been how long?
It's been since October. He does electrician work. So I know we kind of amended the curfew last time, but he still has
You
the
have
no
2
driving
DWIs or just
restriction.
one?
I'm sorry.
2 or 1?
He has one DWI.
It's 2 open DWIs is no, but if it's just one and it's been that long and it's been like one of those, he had alcohol in the car.
But there's reason to believe that he may have been drinking and driving in this incident.
Right, well then that's why we take it as a part of the bond conditions. I say no driving. And then usually what we do is we wait a little bit, we want to know that they appreciate the fact that, and then,
Driving course, it's been since October.
great, bring him in. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm cool. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Booker, hi.
Judge, on Tarlin Stevens, I'm approaching just due to the age of the case. State offered a long probation for her, and we're working on a mitigation packet. We'd like to.
On Torlin, Stephen?
Tarlin Stevens, Judge. Yeah, I think she would be.
PTI?
I think she would be good for it, but we're just working on mitigation. It's taking a little longer than I anticipated. Would you be opposed to a couple of weeks to get it all resolved?
No, but it looks like you were saying a straight probation or
Yeah, she was offered a 15-month probation.
she don't want to do PTI?
That's what I would like, but it hasn't been offered. So we're working on trying to get her mitigation because I believe she has.
Just because it hasn't been offered doesn't mean that it's,
I think that's where we are now, Judge.
Mackenzie, is that off does she have a prior DWI or something?
She has no priors, Judge.
I'm not seeing the case. Is it an off docket?
Stevens, no, she's on.
Okay.
She's just waived her
Is
appearance.
it accident, high BAC?
No, the BAC was high, Judge, but there was no accident.
How high are we talking?
0.19.
Yeah, I think just mitigation.
Okay, so we're still working on it, but she's good. I
Okay,
contact her.
so how long you want?
Couple of weeks would be great. We'll get it done.
Weeks?
Okay,
She's not done. She's got to be here.
understood. Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
Yep.
Darla.
This is called for this.
Okay.
We're associated that on your docket.
So what's the word?
He's gonna do what the state asked of him, so we worked on an agreement that's gonna end in both of the cases.
Is this a PTI?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
But this morning, we received a bond violation reports also, just wanted to bring it to the court's attention.
I don't know. I mean,
It's not that he did anything
It's Tasia Mitchell, right?
Mhm.
Tasia Mitchell, come up.
So he lives in North Carolina, so he's not even here today.
We're set for trial.
He's going to dismissal today. We're gonna do all of that today. Like, he's almost done. They're an hour ahead of us. I spoke to him on my way to court. He is deep into
So he
the.
had a bond violation?
He didn't have one until this morning.
Yes, it was just submitted this morning, Judge.
What is it?
It was just it's not compliance with the drug testing report. He hasn't checked in with our system since, I believe, the very beginning of December.
So here's what was happening. He was calling in and his number was getting kicked back. So he called pretrial services and was asking them what, or was trying to get in touch with someone to ask them what's happening with my number. He does not want
Look.
to exclude.
Let's do this. If you've got an agreement and you're telling me that he's gonna work the dismissal today, he's got until the end of business today.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm issuing a warrant.
Yes,
Because
Judge.
he's supposed to be here. There's a bond violation. So if you get the stuff done to where it gets dismissed, great. Otherwise,
Yes.
okay? So just let me know.
Yes, Judge.
It's on you guys.
Absolutely.
Okay? Marco,
So I got appointed this morning to Meyer, MEIER.
Page 17.
okay, so
I called him, I just texted him, I'm hoping to hear back from him, but I didn't know you were gonna be trial today, so I want to catch you before you got
no,
started.
we're not, I don't think we're going.
Oh, okay.
We got some kind of message that he said he's in rehab.
Yeah, so he says he's in a psychiatric
Or
hospital.
yeah, that's what it
To the 14th of February. I mean, I can verify that, Victoria, no, I haven't.
Wanted you so that you can get actual proof that we know that he's actually in there and not just blowing us off. If you need a couple days, we'll give you up to a week.
Oh, you just give me till, a couple days is fine.
So, but if he doesn't give us anything, then I'm gonna revoke his bond because this is already 2 to 3 times that we've already done this,
So when I talk to him, I'm gonna find out exactly where he's at. And then I can
Yeah,
verify.
but we need proof. I'm not gonna take his word for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want to just stick it back to Friday and then give me a chance to find out?
Vic,
Yes.
I think it's any day but Friday because Friday's are Raymond Day, so
Thursday.
sure.
All right, thank you.
Mr. D.
Judge, I'm here on Mr. Edward Brandon, Burton. Thank you. Edward Burton, he had gone yesterday, Your Honor, to take a drug test. It's my understanding from talking to pretrial services that my client had tested positive for cocaine,
Come up, Mr. Burton.
methamphetamines, and marijuana.
We sent him for a drug test yesterday. He tested
Bond violation for
He
the.
tested positive for methamphetamine, cocaine, and what else?
THC.
No, sorry, goes with you. No, sir, it's unacceptable. Can't be using. I'm not gonna talk to you. We'll let you talk to your lawyer and you tell me, but.
How about cocaine?
Judge, I also did want to inform you that the Mr. Jones draw that we sent yesterday for a drug test, he never reported to pretrial services. I think this week he's gonna be on the second, but he said he hasn't been able to get in contact with him since yesterday. He's been not answering any of his phone calls. I just want to make you aware of that. He hasn't checked in today here.
Rod Jones?
Yes.
Okay, so if he's not here, then, it's SFB up here today. Hey, hold on a second. Did Kabir test?
Yes, and that came back positive for THC.
Okay.
Yes, they can go the day after, which will be a trial.
2 seconds. No. I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna- Oh, no. Yeah. I'm just very like.
Okay,
Okay, the first one absconded, so I'm sure you want a motion, but his
yes.
cause number is.
No, if he's absconded, then just,
Yeah, these clients, they did their TRAS results and it recommended residential. His first one, our cause number. 250-116.
Garza?
No.
You gave me one.
250-811.
Oh, I see, okay. And Biza?
At the time of her,
Yes.
offense.
Yes.
Okay.
She, yes,
Her BAC was 0.35.
No,
I
yes.
know, okay. And then this next one, this causes 251.
so let's do this on that one, bring it over here.
Okay. The wait list for OA right now is about a month.
Mm. Okay,
Okay. 251-7382. His BAC at the time was 0.220.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, absolutely,
Thank you.
okay.
Judge, on the transfer, there's one thing ready. Do you want to go by, like deeds or through your cues?
What?
Because I need you to unsign one, because you signed for both the receiving judge and then one that hasn't been signed that's in your queue.
What do you need me to unsign?
In ready for activities, there's a transfer order for Port 14.
Okay, hold on.
For the guard.
Okay,
I'll send it to Court 14, and then there's another one for Court 14 in your ready for judge.
I'm ready for judge or ready for activities?
I know, ready for judge. Another one for Darby that you haven't signed yet.
Okay, done.
Thank you, Judge.
Counsel for reset. It's a new.
Your signature, and I already signed on. Will, let the bailiffs know and they're gonna. Yeah, perfect.
I'll leave it. I'll get you stuff.
Just want to make sure it was time served. Just want to make sure everything's good.
Yeah. Double check it.
Double check it. You got a bunch of time. Yeah, I just saw the offer on it. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just check it first. I'm a while now.
Oh.
Excuse me. So weird.
First and second, maybe first one.
There must be that pattern.
I was on that record. Yes, that's right.
You want to meet in 2 weeks? Sorry. Start this one, so I'm gonna do one for Yeah. So, maybe I.
And you don't pay the bond. Yes,
Hey, Joshua Jones appeared today?
Yes, Judge.
Where is Joshua Jones, come up? Oh, he's, okay, so no. Great. I want to make sure he's good.
Yes. Thanks.
Counsel for reset.
Counsel, you need me?
I'm sorry, I thought you had called someone.
No. You're okay. What's going on? Hi.
I'm here on a Treadwell. This Treadwell is in the jury box. There's a few things to address, Your Honor. There is a bond violation currently right now, and we of course want to address that. I believe it occurred on the 19th of January. Her being, I think, either 14 or 17 minutes late against the curfew. And so when I spoke with my client on this, she explained it as far as what the situation was. This was the Friday right before the big snow, and everyone was going crazy. Of course, we all anticipated like it was going to be the last freeze. So she went to the store to be able to get supplies and load up on all of the necessaries, as everyone felt they should. And of course, the stores are crowded. Traffic is everywhere. Prior to going to the store, my client took her 3-year-old daughter to her 70-year-old aunt's house. And the reason being is because, one, her daughter is special needs and she just does not do well in the social setting. And recognizing that it was just craziness, she had to take her there first. Lines along, everything, once she leaves the store, it's apparent that, she very well may not be able to make curfew, but she did have to go get her daughter.
So we only have the one violation at 7:15.
That's correct.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Come up, Mr. Treadwell. Ma'am, it's not the end of the world. I get it. But bond conditions are bond conditions, and you have two open DWIs, and you must understand that you and I are operating under strict compliance. And we'll give you a pass now. It's not going to happen again, though. Do you understand? Okay, all right, counsel. You're good to go.
Other matter, Your Honor, we did also want to approach on the court's consideration or more so reconsideration of the recommendation for inpatient treatment. Now, you know, we visited this previously.
Correct. And every time I deviate from said thing, we end up regretting it.
And
I mean, 10 times over. So
you shared that with us last time. I do understand that. I at least want to do my client a little justice and at least giving some reasoning behind why we believe outpatient would be a little more appropriate. So the first thing is my client, she has been sober for 103 days. She has exercised diligently and staying committed to sobriety. While she has been released, she has been regularly attending AA meetings, meeting with substance abuse counselor who just had a home visit with her a few days ago. She has obtained her health insurance, which was previously lost due to the loss in employment, but now she can further recovery by taking advantage of the psychiatric care, therapy, and whatnot. And two, and this is really primary, the family circumstances. The circumstances of the family are the type that requires my client's presence at home. She is the caregiver primary caregiver of two daughters, ages 10 and 3. The 3-year-old, as we shared before, is a special needs child. And when she was in custody after the second offense, it was her parents who did take care of the children.
So luckily we have that going.
Well, yeah.
Have someone to watch the kids.
Yeah, and that was for just about 30 days or so. Definitely operated as a hardship as the parents. And of course, in these kind of situations, there's going to be sacrifices. Sacrifices has to be made by all parties. But we're talking about now 180 days, 6 times that amount, which, you know, again, I think it would be a tremendous hardship. And particularly with, you know, I think a lot could be said about it, but particularly with the special needs child, what we do know about that demographic is they need routine. You know, routine is keen in their lives. If that is removed, it's, you know, they could get discombobulated and you know, it could operate as a crisis to them. So what we do know is if she does have to go to this outpatient program, home is no longer going to be there. They're going to have to move with whomever.
You say she doesn't have health insurance?
Oh, she does. She does now. She obtained it as of July 31st. July 31st, right? Yes. I'm sorry, January 31st, excuse me. But yeah, so they would have to move. They would have to switch schools, just uprooted from the life that, you know, these girls do know and understand. And again, particularly with the special needs one, possibly not even be able to attend, is it occupational therapy? Occupational and speech therapy. Thirdly, Your Honor, when early on in this case, I had acknowledged, I had informed the court of, you know, my client, she is prescribed Adderall. And at the time of the offense, during the time of these offenses, her therapist had, you know, they were adjusting her meds, even had her on an extremely high dose of Adderall. And, you know, I don't want to portray myself as an expert in this at all, because I just found this information out. And that is that Adderall with alcohol, of course, that's a bad idea already. Okay, but what it does on a molecular level, they're both fighting for enzymes, and the enzymes are what's extracting it, getting it out of the body. The effect is that they mask each other. And so someone that is drinking while on Adderall, they're drinking, they're not feeling the effects. You know, they're drinking and drinking. Your body is not telling you, okay, hey, we're intoxicated. But all the while, of course, the blood alcohol levels are through the roof, even to a fatal level in some instances. The blood alcohol levels here are, they're up there.
How high are we talking?
High, Your Honor. You know,
standpoint, very large.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, no, and, you know, I understand, and that is
You know,
a
you
tribute.
realize that most people at that level, you know, 0.4 is dead,
That's right.
right? You're at a 0.4, you're dead. A normal person at 0.3, they'd be passed out 3 times over, right? It's to be able to get to that level at a 0.3 and then a 0.2 on the, that truly tells me that there is an issue there.
Well, absolutely.
Right? And me, with that kind of levels, right? And we have 2 open DWIs. If I don't follow the recommendation, because that's why we have these people. They're clinicians, they're experts in what they do. They make the evaluation, they make the choices. I understand it will create a hardship, but sometimes that's what needs to happen to gain perspective and to gain knowledge. You know, I understand your plight. I understand your position. Every time I deviate, you regret. She has a 0.3 and a 0.2. What was it?
2.8.
A 0.28 and a 0.3 on 2 different DWIs.
That's correct, Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Just,
no, and again, I know that
I
that is
understand.
directly
I'm never going to be
attributed
such a lawyer for, you know, zealously advocating, and I appreciate it. And, you know, you have to do what you have to do. I understand. Sorry. That's just, it's too much. You know, if it was a 0.4 or a 0.14, or, but we have a 0.3 and then we have a 0.28. Really, it's too much. I don't know how you want to move forward, but I am sorry. I don't want to deviate from it. You know, we can give you time to make arrangements, but I think that that's the appropriate course of action. I'm sorry, Ms. Treadwell, you know, because there are consequences to actions, right? And I know that it's going to be hard, but I think it's going to be all for the better.
Your Honor, I absolutely agree that, you know, you know, when we're talking about treatment, you know, who could speak against that? And I do understand that.
And we're giving it to you for free. You get out there, you're going to have to pay for it on your own. You're going to end up thousands and thousands of dollars to pay for it. I can't pay for a treatment on the outside. I'm telling you, I say, I know that you have insurance. Insurance is only going to cover a portion. When you go to these outpatient treatment programs, they're thousands of dollars.
You know, there is also the KEYS program and the Access program that, you know, not really.
No, she's a 0.31 and a 0.28, really. That needs a lot. That's why they recommended it. And I'm sorry, but, you know, I wish I could make a different decision, but sometimes we have to make tough decisions as well, you know? And I'm sorry, Ms. Treadwell, but, you know, I will give you as much time as you need to make arrangements, but I truly think that that's the best and appropriate course of action. Okay.
How much time?
I mean, your first case is your second case is 104 days. The first case is 153 days. So you've got some time, but I mean, we're running up against it. You know, I'll give you another 30-day setting. But that's it.
Your Honor, would we bid in 45 days? Because there's gonna have to be some major movement that is done on her end, to even try to get someone and make arrangements for the
I will give it to you, but that's it. I mean, really,
I get it.
at the next setting, it's player trial. I'm not going to play this game. I will give you the 45 days, but everything needs to be done by that time. Okay? All right. Sorry, sir. Please.
We have a plea on Mr. Teal. Whenever you.
Okay, coming up, sir.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
So what is it? Is it Theol? Mr. Theol, you're charged with criminal trespass of a habitation or shelter. As such, it kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 100 days in jail with credit for the 114 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf. confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, sir? I'm going to find you guilty and I'll send it to the 100 days in jail, give you credit for the 114 days. I'm going to roll your court costs so you don't owe anything. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You too. Take care. Hi. Yes.
Judge, I'm approaching on Mr. Perez. This was a case from yesterday, but it was rolled today. I unfortunately wasn't able to get back here in time to approach on PC.
Really, we're happy that you made it. So you said Perez, right?
Yes, Judge. Jorge Perez.
Or Jorge Perez?
That is Jorge Perez.
Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. So correct me if I'm wrong, but he was out on bond on this case, right?
Judge, I'm not.
Yeah,
not
we
sure about
gave him
that.
a general bond and he failed to appear. You know, Mr. Perez, we gave you a free bond and you got out there. All you had to do was come back. And when you come back, good things happen. I want you to listen. Your failure to appear, we issued a warrant. We revoked the bond. You ended up going back to jail and you spent enough time to where immigration was able to put a detainer on you. That's why you were stuck in there now. For future reference, when you pick up a criminal case, come to court because good things happen. Had you come back, it probably could have been resolved in a good way for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
You also need to understand that what you're doing now is you are pleading guilty to the offense of driving while intoxicated.
We're actually approaching on probable cause.
Oh, you are? Oh, I thought you were pleading to.
Judge.
Oh, my fault.
Well,
Well, it may end up good. I don't know.
Actually, once he was detained, he was taken to immigration almost immediately.
Oh, really?
The GOP bond, Judge.
Okay. I thought he got out. You sent to immigration?
Yes, he was denied bond and he was
Got
returned.
it. Okay, well, he got a bond, I guess, because of the GOB, they,
Correct.
so you don't think they're PC?
I don't think there's probable cause in this case, Judge.
Do it up.
Yes, Judge. On December 16th, 2024, at approximately 12 a.m., the officers were stationary on West San Houston Parkway when a prohibited vehicle alert displayed a gray Mustang that was prohibited on the toll road. The officer observed that the vehicle was prohibited since August 25th, 2024, and owed $1,536 to the Harris County Toll Road Authority. The officer initiated a traffic stop. Upon contact with the defendant, who was the driver of the vehicle, the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, red glossy eyes, and slurred speech. The officer observed the vehicle to be registered to the defendant, and the defendant admitted to drinking. Standard sobrieties were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 4 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The DIC was red and the defendant considered a breath. The results were .067 and .065. And the officer further stated that the defendant's VAC would have been .085 at the time of stop. And that was whatever that, yeah.
Okay. What's your argument?
So Judge, my concern is that it seems like the police officer has some type of suspicion that he was intoxicated, asked him to do this FST.
No.
Yes, Judge.
The stop was initially because it's a prohibited vehicle, right?
Right.
You owe a crap load of fines and fees to the toll road. You're not supposed to be on the toll road, right?
Right. But I mean, in regards to DWI, Judge, I mean, he asked him to do SFSTs, he conducted those, and he doubled down on his suspicion and asked him to do the breathalyzer. An hour and a half later, he blows under the legal limit, .065. That's significantly less. Now, it's the cop's suspicion. Now, at that point, he uses speculative reasoning to believe that it was a .08 at the time that he was driving without any type of scientific method or any type of legal or scientific basis.
Remember, this is probable cause. We can't get into the facts to whether he's guilty or not guilty, whether he's really at a .08 at the time of driving? I don't know, but that's why we have trials, to give them the opportunity to respond to what your argument is, because they can't possibly do it now, you know?
I guess my concern is that if you look at the circumstances in totality, I mean, it seems like if the police officer was doubling down on his suspicion, asking to do a breathalyzer, and he passed it, at that point, the other exams were basically just a physical test instead of actually a test for intoxication.
And you may be well right as far as beyond a reasonable doubt. But this is just a probable cause to see if we go forward. Set the case for trial. I think, you know, it would be a great trial.
In that case, Judge, we would ask for the earliest trial.
Yeah, but here we have a good stop,
Yes, Judge.
smell alcohol.
Yes, then glossy eyes, and then also, I apologize, let me pull up, and slurred speech. And then after
We've got
that,
all the indicia to begin the DWI investigation, right? Did they do any SFSTs?
after that, they did SFSTs, and they had 606 HGN, 4 of 8 walking permit, 3 of 4 one-leg stand.
Right, so I think that there's enough just to go forward for probable cause purposes. Now, set it, you know, you may be right as far as they make, you know, it's good for probable cause, but it may not be enough for beyond a reasonable doubt.
Sounds good.
I have to give them at least, we got to give them, what, 30 days? So we can set up a trial in 30 days. Be ready, watch the videos just to make sure, you know, it coincides and.
Just to understand, I have to wait 30 days to set it, or I
No,
can?
no, no.
No,
No, let them know now so that they can get their ducks in a row as far as subpoenas and all that, you know, and is what discovery's in.
Yes, and it's completed, yes, we have. We're just missing station video, but everything else.
Okay, that's a big part, you know, because you're gonna need that as far as breath testing and stuff. So, I mean, just stay on top of it. If you want to set up now,
Yes, Judge.
and if you want us to get a couple of weeks just to see if you can get the video,
I think
whatever you want to do.
Judge.
Okay, just let Victoria know.
Thanks, Judge. Have a good one.
Judge, are we setting for trial or he's gonna take the
This is
2
Mr. Elementaris.
You don't need.
I don't think so. The state wants time to evaluate.
Okay, it's 200 days, so we'll give it a week. Okay,
Yeah, we're trying to work it out.
okay. So we'll give you a week. Your guys got to be here at the next time and then so you can,
A week, is it?
a week. Yeah, it's 200 days.
I got 2 files sick next week. Is it possible? The 20th?
What day?
The 20th.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
But hey, Jesse, that's it though, huh? That's it.
Oh, yeah, I'm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the second.
Hi, Roman.
It's gonna be very few options.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna happen a lot now, you know? Hey, so the 20th for Jesse's case, clear trial in that setting though. Yeah. Hi. Good morning, Mr.
I
Lee.
have Mr. Khalifa. He is in custody. And
K, right?
yes, with the K.
How's Mr. Khalifa?
He is, you know,
Thank him. It's just,
he is very adamant. Say that.
yeah,
So
it's an understatement, right?
his felony attorney, I actually know his attorney that's on his felony, and he was here this morning. And I was talking to the chief, and you know, at this point, it would be time to set these for trial.
Okay,
And
it's up to you.
the
I mean,
they're asking for 2 weeks to talk to felony to see if they want to dismiss it. But if it does go to trial, I'll need an Arabic interpreter to review evidence, and I think also.
are there videos? Hold on a second. Whoa. Have you looked at the discovery?
Yes.
Is there stuff in Arabic?
Yes,
There
Judge,
is stuff in
messages.
Okay, so you got to go get all that stuff. That's a, hey, they're saying some of the videos are in Arabic.
For the text.
Right,
The text
the
So-
change of prosecutor.
Remember, we need at least 45 days to just translate that video into Arabic.
Right.
So get on it now. Are you going to go to trial on this thing?
If they don't dismiss it, I am.
Okay, so can you send it to you need to transcribe it in Arabic. That takes at least 45 days.
Right, and we just have 188 in one entire office that speaks Arabic and he has his own document.
No, but they send it out. But you got to put in the order now,
Yes, sir.
if you don't mind, please. Okay, so,
Right. If they don't dismiss it, we have no reason not to go to
yes,
trial.
hey, look, what I'm saying, let's get the order in now
Exactly.
because it takes 45 days. That's why.
Well, they may dismiss, but I don't know.
I know May is a big, you know,
I understand.
I want to make sure that that gets done so he doesn't languish in custody because
Exactly.
we can't go to trial until that video's
Well,
transcribed.
no bonding on his felony and that trial date's October 9th.
But next year,
Well, this year now, 2025. Yeah.
they set a trial for October of this year?
And he has no bond in the 179th. So.
I have a trial in October, so go on felony. They got set last month.
Should we just get a trial date out, maybe 2 months?
No. I mean, let's just make sure the stuff gets done. Because when you set stuff out that far, they tend to not look at it because they're just so busy. It's better to just keep little settings so we know that we can get on
Could I
top
do
and
like
stay
a
on top of.
2-week reset and then we'll.
Yeah, you want to eval it too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, set it 2 weeks, eval it.
Okay.
And then if it's good for you, start putting the video in to get transcribed. Because he says he's going to trial unless you dismiss it. So, yeah, okay, all right. Bertram. Hi.
Need to get more Arabic speaking cases.
That would be an interesting case.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, Your Honor, I got Mr. Kabir, who's in the boxes for BVR. I have a feeling you're gonna wanna raise bond or do something, so.
Come on, Mr. Kabir.
If you were leaning towards that, I would like to request a hearing and have a record on it.
Sure.
But that's only if you wanna raise. I hope you don't.
I mean, he tested positive. I've asked him not to use. I've asked him not to consume anything illegal. I've asked him not to consume alcohol. He's still using,
Your Honor, it was, I spoke with pretrial, if, just hear me out for a second.
Sure.
Spoke with pretrial, it's presumptively for THC. Things like Delta 8, kratom, hemp, those are all legal.
I admonish him over and over. This is our third bond violation. If I let him go, I'm enabling the behavior and I'm saying that it's okay to happen. It's a third bond violation, Mr. Kabir. I'm setting you for a hearing in 3 days. You must be here, be ready to go forward. Do you understand? I can't continue. It's a third bond violation. It's unacceptable.
Understand. And look, I appreciate you giving us a little time for the hearing. I was here yesterday as well. We are looking like, it looks like we're about ready to set this for trial anyway. Do you want to wait till the hearing?
If you want to set it, you can, but I'm requiring his presence in 3 days here to have the BVR hearing.
You said 3 days or 3 weeks?
3 days. No, 3 days.
3 days.
So that you can get all your ducks in a row, get all the evidence you need. State, get ready, please, as well.
Yes, Judge.
But, if it was a first, we admonish. Second, sometimes, okay, we're now at a third time.
Yep.
No. Yeah, okay, I'll see you in 3 days. Great. How are you, man? A lot of drama today, man. A lot of drama today.
It seems like it. Want to add more to it?
Okay, it's okay. We still love you, Ray.
Yeah.
What you got?
Gomez, apparently it's O'Deer, Gomez, Santa Maria. It looks like they filed a BVR yesterday for tamper back on the 14th. His appearance was waived today. I didn't get this, so I didn't know to have him here today.
That's okay. So why don't we set it? You want to set it for Friday?
I have a CLE on Friday, so if we can do Monday, that'd be great.
Perfect. Yep, just let him know he's got to be here Monday. If he fails to appear, the warrant issues.
Sounds good. Yeah. And that's all I got.
Okay, have fun.
Thanks.
Santa
Maria or Gomez.
I think this is.
Sure.
Sure. Hi, Felicia.
Just manually signed the police conditions for warrants. I accidentally put them on the felony, so I have to do a manual criminal.
There you go.
Luke was ready for such a big step yet.
You need something? Okay, cool.
Thanks, Your Honor. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Morning, Your Honor.
Great.
May I approach? I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Does your guy have a BVR too? Yeah.
Sarah Castillo, Judge.
What's going on with that?
On December 31st, it looks like she reported for
Positive.
positive for alcohol.
Is she here now?
She's in the box, Judge. This is a single violation.
Come
Judge.
up, Miss Castillo.
It's the first time we've ever had any issue with her.
So-
We'll say I talked to her right after she learned that she had tested positive. She sounded really sick. She sent me pictures of the NyQuil that she was taking that had alcohol. And Judge, I'm not gonna sit here and insult your intelligence and try and say that that's what it was. I'm not gonna do that, but.
If you ever test positive again, I'm now amending your bond conditions to put a leg monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. If you ever test positive again, I don't care what it is, I don't care what anyone told you. You know, and you should know what you're putting in your body. I don't care what the excuse is. But if I find that you test positive, you have any more bond violations, I'm gonna lock you up. That's it. Do you understand? Okay, so I'm amending your bond condition, put a scram on her ankle now, and I'll pay for it. Yeah. I want to make sure she's not consuming. If after a while she's not using, then we can talk, but I'm not going to take her word for it. We did that now. And where did it get us? So now I need more physical proof that she's not going to use. So now you're going to have a very cumbersome ankle monitor. You're going to have to explain to everybody what it is. Hopefully you get that. But court orders are court orders. And that's it. You're supposed to follow, and you don't. There are dire consequences. The next time you're going to stay with me. You understand? Okay. Here we go. I'll pay for it.
Okay.
And then here we are.
All right then.
All right, cool. So we'll just do a normal setting, whatever you want, you know? Sure, yeah, absolutely. But
We're able to sit down and go through.
understand, it's no tolerance at this point. If I get another positive, if you fail to charge it like you're supposed to, if the battery goes dead, so does the bond. You understand? Okay. All right, Colin. Good luck.
Very clear, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Please.
Right this way.
And then what he's doing. I'll put it back on. Go ahead and sign for your receipt. I already go ahead and see if Rachel behind you. And then have you solved your emotion for kids, and then after that, you go to the trial services, the 49 cents.
Cheryl. Whoa. What's up? So good to see you. What's new, man? How are you?
Just, a career change again.
What?
I'm
No,
with the DA's office now.
you went back. Wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So what do you do? Where are you at now?
I am over mental health, DWI, PTI, diversions, special supports. That's me.
You know what we really, really need?
What?
I will tell you what we really, really, really need. Because it is a huge problem, and I just brought it to Judge Geis's attention yesterday. There are so many people that can't pay for all this stuff, and it's really not fair where the only people who really can take advantage of these programs are the people who have money. So I had a young lady in here yesterday, 5 kids, not married, not getting support. She wants to plead guilty to the WI. And I'm like, oh, hold on. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. No, that, we are definitely aware, cognizant, trying to figure some things out. And I think I potentially have it created.
Maybe we can get, or not we, but maybe you guys can get funding from some kind of source to where that we can have
Yeah.
someone pay for the program for people who are indigent, right? Of course,
We're trying to
qualified.
get a meeting set up.
Council for recess.
So, because we've kind of been talking about the WIPTI on our end, but we want to get with all the judges to just let you guys know where we're at.
I reached out to Sean 2 weeks ago and I know that he just got elected, so he's probably bombarded with stuff, but I'd like to create like a mental health court as well. So
I've thought about this as well because I am on a path to fix this mental health.
I want to help you.
I think in like a misdemeanor sense, it would need to be kind of like a felon mental health court docket type situation. Especially with like, it can't be restoration days and people time out and then they're gone and, so that's something I've been thinking about. I know that,
I will volunteer if
interested as well, so.
who is?
Judge Adrians.
Okay.
I know,
Yeah.
but, so, no, that's good.
So whenever I don't know if you guys go or if you want to, perhaps, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think.
You're probably going to need more, right?
Yes.
Because
I mean,
it's going to
8%
be.
in Jail right now. So.
Did you want to go coach judges for?
You want those.
No, we're okay. All right.
But yeah, I've got a bunch of meetings this week that should kind of give us some sort of idea of where we possibly see. And then we'll just move all you guys in. Hopefully for the better.
I gotta imagine that Murray's probably pretty sad that you're like,
It's very good. I had 2 months left without like what's there, so.
oh, so that's good
Getting
then.
that
Great.
taken care of.
Is it, how long until you vest? Is it 8 years or is it?
8 years.
It was 8
yeah,
years,
so I got,
okay.
like 6-7 months.
But now you will though, so that's great.
Yeah.
And then it'll,
It's been a great opportunity to basically.
great. Well, however I can help, I'm happy to do it. I would like to volunteer, I'm game staying late.
Feel free to contact me if there's something that comes up that you're like, this should be how it is.
Well, I'm telling you now, that issue is a big issue because
Yeah.
I can't tell you the amount of people that plead guilty just because they can't afford the PTI
I
program.
know.
And it's sad. It
I know.
sucks. So,
All right, thank you.
yeah. You too. Counsel, ready?
Like to have PC read on case of 24, please.
Absolutely. Who is it?
Mr. Armand Jones, Your Honor.
Where's Mr. Jones?
Custody, Your Honor.
Please.
Yes, Judge. On February 2nd, 2025, officer on patrol on Greens Road at a business called The Spark at 1:36 a.m. and observed 2 individuals standing outside the front door. The officer initiated a consensual conversation with the defendant and the other individual, and while the officer was speaking with them, the officer observed a clear plastic bag inside the defendant's hoodie pocket containing a green substance in plain view. The defendant stated he had marijuana in his possession, and the officer retrieved marijuana and search incident to arrest found marijuana on the defendant's front jean pocket. The officer knew the substance was marijuana based on training experience, and the marijuana weighed 18 grams.
I get that he's just going up to a consensual conversation. That's something that they can do. He doesn't have to. He can just walk away. He's not doing anything wrong, but he decides to stay. And the problem is the officer says this is in plain view. Do this. Get the video if there is one. If the video shows that it's not in plain view, come back.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
But the fact that he's saying the plastic bag is out, it's in plain view and he sees the weed,
Fair enough, Your Honor.
So get the video. Like I said, if it doesn't show it's in plain view, come back. Redo it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Absolutely. We have so much history with Mr. Jones. We have so much history with Mr. Jones. Oh.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's the same.
I saw it.
You know, this is probably number what? Like at least 12 or 15?
Yeah, we just went over it. I got it. Thank
So
you.
you get, so he's got the 2 felony cases, he's no bond, they're set to the 6th, whatever you want. Just,
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
Did you? Just to check.
Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Hey.
Approach, please.
How are you?
Yes, sir, Judge. I am here on Mr. Joshua Connor. Judge, this is an old case. It's a 2024 case. But Mrs. Burnell informed me that because the case is still old, that I need to approach you to see how.
So it's 400 days. On January 2nd, it was 2 weeks, THA, plea or trial.
Yes, sir.
We appointed you to it. We're now in February. So what do you guys want to
I
do?
appointed this morning.
Oh, you just got appointed this
Yes,
morning?
sir.
Okay. Mr. Connor, come up.
All the discovery should be available, Judge.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll give you 2 weeks.
Sure.
And then at that time. So,
I don't think so.
hey, Alex, will you run an NCIC to see if he has any prior DWIs, please?
Yes, Judge. Looks like no prior DWIs, Your Honor.
Your case is 400 days old and it's time to make a decision on what we're going to do. I gave you a lawyer today because I'm not going to sit here and wait for months for you to try to go get a lawyer. It's time to make a decision now. I'm giving you 2 weeks from today to make a decision, whether you want to accept a plea bargain agreement from the state. If you do not, within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to immediately set your case for trial, and I'm going to give you an extremely quick trial setting. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It would behoove you to meet with Mr. Dixon as soon as possible. All the discovery is in. I will give you no more resets after this time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
see you in 2 weeks.
Breakfast wages.
Did we decide what to do for Gonzalez Francisco? Oh, sorry. I
We're
didn't-
waiting for the lawyer to.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't see him in the dry box
It's okay.
stove. You're free to go. You're welcome.
Get ready for Friday, Dick.
BVRs?
We're gonna have probably like 10.
By the way, I guess you're around on 177. I was waiting to see.
Oh, yeah, it was my, my aunt.
I was super surprised. Like, he's like, yeah, you know, Judge, Fletcher, yeah, my hand, she's like.
She's my aunt.
Bad. And I was like, wow, that's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Yeah. And you know, and for the longest time, I didn't even know that she was translating here. Yeah. And then what happened one day, you know, I've known her forever. That's my aunt, you know. And then one day I see her in the courthouse. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, and it's pretty crazy, right? Yeah, yeah.
Judge.
No, I mean, it's way old, dude. Have you talked to him yet? Let's see if Discovery's in on the second case. Alex. The last name is Della Slime with a D. Is Discovery complete?
Let me check your office.
Please.
Okay, is Discovery?
Yeah. Looks like we're still waiting on videos, Your Honor.
On the theft?
On theft, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay. How's the March? Yes, Thursday, the 20th. Thursday is the 20th. March.
Do you know what the bond? Yeah, that's right.
All right. Just want to bring them into the meeting, or you haven't seen them now? Oh, so that'll be a waived appearance? Defense.
Okay, JP. Ready? Yeah, come on in.
So I'm pushing on Calvin Douglas.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I've been told that a dismissal has been filed.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's just.
I haven't seen it, Judge, but can I ask the state what, can I ask the state what,
Yeah, I'm signing it right now.
what it says on there? Was it just,
Insufficient evidence of defendant's guilt.
okay, just because of the same reasons I'm opposing the continuance, Judge, I've got to ask for dismissal with prejudice on this one. Because if the state comes back and refiles, it would be the same effect as.
I don't know. I don't know how I can really, I mean, all I'm going to do on all I do,
Right.
I sign the dismissal. I can't dictate on how they,
You could refuse to sign it and,
I'm not going to do that.
okay, Judge.
I'm not going
I've
to,
got to ask. Thanks, Judge.
for sure. Counsel, how are you? What's new?
On anything, I'm just, I heard something about.
Yes, yeah,
Big Van Halen fan,
I am. He's my hero.
a Van Halen cover band.
Was at one point in my life, not anymore. Just, you know, kids have got me riled up. I
It's my
don't even have time to go to the bathroom
first
by myself.
I went to was, beg, borrow, everything I had to do. And finally, parents broke down, somewhere between seventh and eighth grade. I went to Van Halen's 1984 tour.
Wow, you saw him in 84. Wow,
ER.
that's amazing. Was it, how old are you?
I was between seventh and eighth grade, so 12, somewhere in there.
Was it amazing or what?
Yeah, it confirmed my heterosexuality.
It was the biggest, oh yeah. They were known for their shows, just the debauchery and just,
it's still, to this day, it's still just, it's just another level of
And
performance.
I'll tell you, the earlier you go with their shows, the raunchier they were, right? But by that point in 84, they're so big. And, MTV had just come into play, right? So their videos were just now coming out that they got so big that like all the eyes were on them, and the newspapers were coming out and saying how the shows were so debauchery, right? And so that's when all that censorship started coming up, when, David Lee Roth is testifying, about being against censorship and this and that. And so I think at that point, they probably
There's
maybe,
the whole, what was it, the Parent Music Resource Center with Tipper Gore and all that. Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, there's, on
I
YouTube,
I played too, so.
on YouTube, there's one video of 1984 that they have the entire concert from
Yeah.
beginning to end.
Seen that.
And it's amazing.
It's just, I'm just shocked that there's not more like high quality footage.
They wouldn't, Noel Monk wouldn't let it.
Shows that come out recently, like 81, and I saw 79 show. It came out with, and they re-upscaled all the videos, so the video quality was a lot higher. But just this week, I think on YouTube, Dweezil Zappa shared some alternative, what was an alternative? It was a live performance that he knew about, where it was pre the release of Fair Warning, where Eddie's doing basically an alternative version of the Mean Street intro.
Really?
Concert, yeah. It kind of combines that, the little tap, that, with it, which he kind of incorporated into his the guitar solo, like later on.
Wow.
I play guitar, bass, keyboards, drums.
That's awesome. I tell you, it just, I wish I could have been, my folks are just too, they would never, and I was just too young.
You a Mammoth fan?
I'm sorry?
You a Mammoth fan?
Yeah. I haven't listened to much of it.
Telling you, second album is phenomenal.
Really? I haven't heard it. I'll check it out. But he's a lot different though. He's more like, is it Tool-ish,
Well, he's got it's everything. It's like Meshuggah meets the Beatles with some Tool thrown in on some things, but then real catchy pop songs.
I'll have to check it out.
And
I have not heard it.
live, oh my God, they're so good live.
We saw him.
I've seen them 3 times now.
Wow.
Every time they get in here.
Let me know next time if he comes to Houston, because I think the last time did he not come here, or did he come here?
Talk about some heavy duty touring. They've been just touring nonstop.
Yeah, that I know. He's been an animal.
We're opening up for Metallica and Pantera on stadium tour. I saw him open up for Alter Bridge the first time. They were just on the Creed tour. I drove up to Fort Worth to go to Joe, not to see Creed, but to see Mammoth. They came out and just destroyed. I've got you're busy right now, but there's a song, oh my God,
Is it Mammoth or what?
Song, it's a guitar solo in this song that's oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember the name of the song. As soon as I see it, I'll.
Yeah, show me.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk to me while we're waiting?
Yes, sir. It's called Take a Bow.
Check it out.
It's on the second album, Take a Bow, the guitar solo. How nice is this? He's recording everything at 5150. Uses his dad's original Frankenstrat guitar on that
Yeah,
song.
I've heard that. Yep. Awesome. I'm gonna check it out. Thanks.
See you later.
Thank you,
UCD.
Judge. Yes, sir, Your Honor. I am here on 2 clients. First of which is Edward Burton. He was taken into custody because of the violations of the confirmed drug use. However, I don't believe that was a bond set, and I was wondering.
Oh, yeah, I'll do 2501.
2501?
Correct.
Secondly, is Gerard Jones, I understand also, that's positive, and correct me if I'm. He was a no-show, did not show up for.
Right, so I'm gonna revoke both of those and then,
Sir, Your Honor.
do you want to stay on or do you want to get
Yes,
off?
sir, stay on, stay on.
Okay, okay. What was the second one again?
Georgia.
Joe, that's right. So 5,001, each of those, yeah, and then I'll do bail orders now.
I saw that you signed a BBR for preventable.
I set it for Friday.
It looks like it's an ERD2 case. Did you want to keep it for Friday though and put it in here or just check with Judge Singer? Is he okay with that?
Bring it here.
Bring it here?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Judge, you vote, Ross, you're not.
Hey, Felicia, did you test positive for PCP as well, or was it cocaine, meth? Yeah.
Just the bigger.
And then he tested positive for all that. When was it? Like a week ago? He also, was it a week ago he tested again also?
I believe it was in this test, but let me look.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check for you.
Don't worry, I got it. I got it here.
5,001, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to do both cases Judge, for Georgia.
But yes.
Okay. I would. Yes, sir. Every burden.
Hey, hi.
I don't see anybody here from Fugitive though.
They were here. You want me to call Day?
Yes, because Miss Gonzalez, Alani Gonzalez, she's wanted out of Louisiana. She's asking for a bond.
Okay, hold on. Call Day.
Calling Day Kim, mobile.
Hey. Hey, I've got Chablis here on, who is it, Chablis?
Alani Rodriguez, I'm sorry, Gonzalez. Gonzalez.
They're not here. No one's here. They were here, but they took off. It's Alani Deontay Gonzalez. And they're coming out.
Okay.
So it'd give me like 5.
I'm sorry?
It'd give me 5.
Yes.
Hey, Jillian, you ready?
Hi, Mr. Joshua Jones on docket.
Come up, Mr. Jones.
So Judge, at present, Mr. Jones has both a scram device on and a GPS, and he's on a curfew. He's broken curfew a few times, Judge. If you look at the times, though, it's because he's leaving a little early and getting home a little late. The latest maybe being half an hour past curfew. Mr. Jones has maintained gainful employment. He's worked as a helper for a transport company. He's not driving, he's the helper. And so he gets on the truck with the driver, he helps, and then they get back to their site. His wife picks him up from work, and then they pick up their grandkids, and then they get home. He's driving from the east side of town, across the ship channel, down 610 West, and then all the way to 90 into Crosby. It's a long commute, and so due to all that. And his employment is working with him right now. So they typically wouldn't be done at the times they're done, but to keep him on, they're trying to make sure he's done by a certain time so he can make curfew, but it's just a tough commute, especially when he's not the one driving and they have to pick up children because there's only one person that can drive. But he is only late and he only leaves early because of work. That is his only.
You have to understand, you have 2 open DWIs, so it's absolute strict compliance. I never want to ding anyone for working, right? I want you to work because I think that, you need to work. Number one, you need to make money and it gives you something to do so you don't become more self-destructive as it is. I see the violations here. We have no alcohol violations, correct? Okay, that's good.
Joshua or?
Joshua Jones, do we have any alcohol violations?
I have no problems now, Judge. Trust me.
I don't see any previous violations, Judge.
Okay, so it looks like most of the stuff, I would tend to agree with you that, upon further inspection, it looks like it may be a little bit here, but there, but prior to. Is all this work related? Okay, so what time do you leave for work in the morning?
I normally have to be to work at 7, most times.
Because I have here that you leave one time here at 5:56 in the morning. So why that early?
Like I say, most times it's anything that I'm leaving is work related. And one of the things that I've been trying to do since I got out was maybe to get in contact with my lawyer to kind of help me out.
But you're not getting in touch with your lawyer at 5:56 in the morning?
But just because it's a transport company, those jobs have different timelines. They are aware of the circumstances, so they try to tighten up on those timelines. But if they have a job and might need him one day at 6:30 or something like that, that's when he'll have to leave early. And he's afraid he's gonna lose that job if he can't comply with what they're asking of him. So I'm asking today, Judge, if we can loosen the timeline a
I'm
little
okay
bit.
with tweaking the schedule.
Okay.
But I want to do it in I'm not going to give you too much leeway. We have to be reasonable about it, right? So I need a time that that's early enough that, you're not going to violate anymore because I don't want to continue to do this, right? So what is a reasonable time in the morning for you to leave?
If he would have asked me to get to work between 6 and 6:30.
How far is it from home to work?
It's maybe a good hour, 10 minutes if it's bad traffic or weather.
What about coming back home? What's a reasonable time? I'm not going to do 9 o'clock. I'm not going to do 9. I don't want you out that late. I will give you a little bit of time after 7 o'clock, but 9 o'clock is too late. When you're coming home here now, you're coming home at the latest at around 7:30. I'm willing to give you, 7:45, 8 o'clock, but that's the latest I'm going to give you.
8 o'clock is fine.
Okay, so Jillian, we'll tweak it 5 in the morning to 8 at night. If there are any more issues, I'm going to lock you up. I'm working with you now. There should be no more issues. I want you to work. I just don't want you drinking, and I don't want you out in the middle of the night because nothing good happens out in the middle of the night. And I definitely don't want you driving. Do not drive. I don't care what circumstance comes in your life. Do you understand? I'm really going to hit the roof if you drive. Okay. All right, Jillian.
Thank you,
You
Judge.
got it. All right. Good luck, Mr. Jones. Thank you. Deputy Miranda. Hi, guys.
Good morning, Judge.
So you said it's on,
Alani Gonzalez.
so we go ahead and bring this person out.
I'm sorry?
Bring him out.
Yeah, you can. Alani Gonzalez.
Do you mind bringing him out, please?
It's a lady, a girl, a young adult. Yeah, no. Thank you. I'm trying to hide my little.
Because you got this issue.
Exactly.
Yes, the ones right after you sign. Yes, they're right after you. So, how do you say the sign?
All right. Are you Miss Alani Jones? I'm sorry, Alani Keontae Gonzalez.
Yes, yes.
Miss Gonzalez, your lawyer's asking me to set you a bond. You are a fugitive from justice. There's another state that wants you. I don't know why. I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods but I have to get to know you in a very short period of time. So please, let's get to meet Miss Gonzalez.
Your Honor, Ms. Gonzalez is wanted out of the state of Louisiana, specifically Baton Rouge Parish, for 2 offenses, the first felony larceny and the second monetary instrument abuse. I don't see that there's a bond there. She has no holds out of any other jurisdictions, Your Honor.
Any other criminal history? Okay. How old is she? How old are you, ma'am?
23.
You're 23?
And Judge, yes, that is true. She has no criminal history. She is indicating to me that she lives in Houston. She works in Houston. She has no recollection of even going to this parish. I've explained to her that you will give her 14 days if you give her a bond to go down there and settle this matter. We have no information about the case that we can give to her. She needs to go to Louisiana and handle that. She understands that. She's never been in trouble, never been in jail. She's asking for you to set her a bond so her family can bond her out and assist her in getting to Louisiana to address these issues.
I'm okay with giving her a bond. I mean, it's nonviolent. I don't have any, significant criminal history.
I'm not opposed.
So next question is how much? Amy, guys, what do you say? What do you think?
Say it's just unopposed to a bond, but we'd be opposed to a loan. Maybe like 5,000.
Judge, I would ask for $1,500. She's 23 years old. She works at a bar on tips. Her family is willing to assist her. But I do believe that based on that information alone, that she's willing to do the right things, go and report back because she knows that you will issue a warrant for her arrest and bring her right back in the event that she does not obey these court's orders.
Ms. Gonzalez, you need to understand.
As a 3-year-old, you wanted me to.
You need to understand that these are serious charges and we take these really, really serious, If you want me to set you a bond, I will. I'll set your bond at $1,500, but you have to understand that you're going to have to probably pony up all of that money. It's not the 10% deal because you're a fugitive, meaning you are a flight risk in and of itself because it's out of another state. I will give you the opportunity to bond out, but I want you to understand we don't play games here. So if from the day that you're released, we give you 2 weeks to go turn yourself into Baton Rouge and take care of the business that you have there. You have to turn yourself in. There's no bond to post there. If you fail to do that, I'm going to revoke this bond. I'm going to set it at 0. I'm not going to give you another one. So if you fail to do it, I'm going to get you back because you can't run forever. And this time I'm going to hold you in custody until Baton Rouge comes and picks you up.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we'll set bond at $1,500 and then.
I will add she's waived, so she'll be needing to, or withdraw her waiver today.
Okay. So she did waive.
Correct. On the other.
Have you spoken to any family members to make sure that they can make that bond?
No, Judge, I have not.
Okay. So the deal is this, is that, we give them 14 days to come pick you up, 14 days from the day that you waive. When did she waive?
Yesterday.
Did you waive today?
Yesterday.
Yes, so you have 1 day credit toward that 14 days. When you have to withdraw that waiver to be able to bond out, you lose that 1 day credit. And so that's why I would like, prior to you withdrawing that waiver, let Shibley reach out to your family to make sure they can make that bond, because I don't want you to lose that 1 day credit, So we can put you back once you verify, or if you don't want to, that's okay too. If you know that they're going to bond you out regardless. I don't know.
I can go call them right now.
Well, give the number to Shibley and Shibley can call back there for you, and then you guys can talk back there. Okay? And then just let me know.
Yes,
Thanks.
thank you.
All right, thank you.
So once, and if they say yes, at that point, 1,500.
Judge, do you want the other one?
Is it a waiver?
She has not signed it. She's willing to waive.
What's the name?
Her name is Jennifer Claus. She was brought in on Friday. She did not sign. The state is willing to give her the back time for it, but she has not signed the waiver yet. So I don't know if you want to admonish her.
Yeah, I mean, we have to. She's not signing it. She's not doing it. Deputy Miranda, do you mind bringing out Jennifer Claus, please? Oh, that's a lot of history right there.
Yeah, she's not.
Wow.
She wants to wait on her train.
I don't see, it says that at least prior to this.
Good morning, Ms. Claus. So it's come to my attention that you have not signed the waiver. So there's two options that we have here. You can ask for a bond or you can waive extradition. Once you waive, we give the demanding jurisdiction 14 days to come pick you up. In this case, it's Orange County, Florida. That's where you're wanted out of for grand larceny in the third degree.
For what, sir?
Grand larceny in the third degree.
That means grand larceny.
Larceny is it's a theft.
Third degree, that's.
As far as, I'm just telling you what they wrote on the actual, on the complaint, it says not grand larceny, grand theft in the third degree, $5,000. That's what it says. So if you do not want to waive, that is okay. The waiving, it speeds up the process because we only give them 14 days. If they don't come within the 14 days, Harris County releases you. You got to understand, even if we release you, that warrant from Florida will always remain active until you go back to Florida and take care of it. If you refuse to sign the form, that's okay. We will get a governor's warrant, but that takes 90 days. You're going to sit here 90 days waiting for that governor's warrant to hit. So I will let you make the decision with Shibley, what you would like to do. I don't want you to make a decision here in front of everyone. Take your time.
She does want to waive, and they were going to give her the credit for Friday. When she was originally booked in, they were going to backdate it to Friday.
Here's the kicker, though. I just noticed you have an open felony theft case, and you've not made bond on the case. So what happens is that 14 days is typically told until you resolve that case or until you post bond. When all the holds are lifted, at that point, that triggers the 14 days for Florida to come get you. So,
I didn't know you had a case.
I mean, I just noticed it too. So, you can still waive now so that once that hold lifts, it kicks in the 14 days. So, well, I'll let you guys talk about it and let me know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I'll get the paperwork to you. It just doesn't come into effect until you handle the paper.
So Shibley, if she waives, there's no need to bring her back out. We'll just sign it and then I can sign it and then we're done.
Yes, Judge.
Judge, for Joshua Jones, could you sign the BVR in the queue for amended conditions?
Do you?
Amended.
Amended condition, guys. Okay.
Sorry.
Brandon. Hey, bud. What's up? Yeah, what's new?
Your Honor, I got a motion of a sub in your queue.
I'll sign it. Just haven't put it in.
Okay, I think they just did, Judge.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sign it.
Tomorrow.
Is it a new case?
It's a little older, but if I have to approach you tomorrow, I'll approach you on it.
Is it, it's that old to where you got to approach them?
Well, I think it's right near 180 days.
Yeah, just whatever you need.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
Sure. Mr. Baez.
Yes, Judge.
Hey, bud.
Hey, sir, let me turn my camera on. Apologize.
That's okay.
Judge, can you hear me?
Yes.
So, Judge, this morning we pled on Alejandro Navarro.
Okay.
Judge, I talked to pretrial services about his ankle monitor that he had as a condition of bond. I think we thought that the plea paperwork would take care of it. But he's at 49 San Jacinto right now, and they were telling him that they may need an order from the court.
The issue was that when you sent him, the document was not signed. It was signed recently, so he can check in again. But like I had stated earlier to you, don't send the client until it had been signed. It wasn't signed at the time that you had sent him.
It's signed now.
Now it has been.
He should be good now.
Okay. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
For sure. Take
Bye.
care.
Do we need to motion? It would be great if she started. It was supposed to be. We're still waiting.
I mean, I can consider it now. All covered. Okay, so still pending this down. How is the March? No more waive appearance and then. Just. Yeah.
It was withdrawn because so it wasn't internet. So then you refile the whole. Gotcha.
Okay, then I'll bring up the.
So they might have to go back and say, where the interactions go on. I think criminal. Customer service, where they go on. Yes. Yeah. Because whenever it gets final, trying to do the state. We, the clerks, we take everything in the old time.
Thursday, 20th.
Because of the key that gets handled. And, customer service, they handle all these issues. That's what we thought we were doing. State, they come in for the petition on first, and send it down to their board, so they can file in paper, or they can paper.
Okay, so next, so who is going to refile?
But it's like, I'm not too sure about the fees that, because I know you filed it online.
So is it still showing as holding on? I really don't know.
I'm not sure.
So is it possible for the judge to sign what we have? Like for the applicants, we can sign what's fine. I don't know. It is that simple.
I've never had
Kabir, did you bring them on for Friday? Kabir?
Yes.
For Friday.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it was a PPR.
Right.
So if you just want to do that, you can do that.
Just do that. Refile it.
Brent, do you need me?
Yeah.
Come on up. Yeah, how are you, man?
I'm great, good to see you.
You too.
Kate Garduno.
Garduno?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where are we going?
I think we need to get trial date.
Okay, whatever day you want, just send it, you know.
Appreciate it.
I think we're in March, right? Yeah, so whatever Tuesday in March, it's yours.
Thank you for the opportunity, Judge.
If you
Have
could
fun.
let me know what date you set it for.
I will.
Thank
I will,
you.
thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Tomorrow.
Ramona has
The dates.
Ramona, okay.
Hopefully, I'm take them. But I don't think you vote. He's probably gonna ask. Yeah, that's probably where they can. Because they handle the deal, they can customer service process. So. They'll handle all that.
They, on page 12, for Jones, you revoked it for how much?
Both 5,001.
Oh, yes. How long? Oh, sure, wasn't it? Yeah. It's November. Yeah, for sure. Yes.
Sorry, on Jones, 5,002. Yeah, sorry. And I'm doing bail orders on it now. Because he has 2 FTEs. Yeah.
And Judge, on Jones, how much time are you giving for the recent on page 13? A different Jones.
Are they, is it old?
The new one is not old. There is an old one.
Right, what's discovery like on the second one?
Discovery's complete on both.
Okay, so we'll give you one more 30-day setting and then after that, it's gotta be in to decide. Sure.
Dad was the one that took the shot. That's a defendant. He was the I'm sure the legal stuff. There's a picture of them sort of gave love and
Defendant's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
You said Burton was this other one? I did it already.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ms. Lori has approached you.
Who?
Miss Lori.
No, she was here earlier, but no. Did they dismiss Tasha Mitchell today?
Oh, we do not.
Should be.
Yeah. Yeah. So then to be clear then, she's this person, the way I know that is. Okay. Right.
Hey, so you didn't go to trial today? What happened? No trial today?
Okay, I didn't know. It was okay.
Did it piss the judge off or what?
Yeah, I think we just want to make sure
Got it. Well, at least it worked out and you didn't, you know. You can lead a horse to water, you know? I mean, really. I get it. All right, you ready? Okay.
Fugitive.
Shh.
Garcia.
Garcia.
Fugitive bond, and he never turned himself in, so I got a copy of the governor's warrant from the state.
Well, wait a second. So, well, that's two different things though. So we're talking about Amber Garcia. Amber Garcia got out.
He got a bond and he never turned himself into Kansas. He was rearrested.
Oh, I see, rearrested. Got it. Okay, so we have him here now.
I have a copy of the governor's warrant.
Okay. No, I don't need it. Just serve it and yeah, good.
He's been served.
Okay, wonderful. And you do need me to sign something though, right?
Yeah, there's a green now.
I think that there's something that I have to sign too, but
So are you leaving your?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I guess the judge will just judge.
Your Honor, may I approach?
yes, ma'am. Okay, wonderful.
He's currently being pulled on the road. Yes.
I don't no, there's no. Okay. Wait, do you want me to revoke the bond? There's a $5,000 bond that's set. I mean, could she theoretically make the bond and get out? There shouldn't be a bond set. And there's a $5,000 bond set. I don't know why that's.
On this one?
Uh-huh, on Amber Garcia, right?
No,
Samuel Garcia.
Sorry.
Oh,
Samuel Garcia. First
okay.
name Abner.
Talking about two different people then.
Okay.
There is a local.
Yes.
There is a local and bond's been made, so I think we're good. I see. Okay, I was looking at Amber Garcia, but this is Abner
Yes.
Garcia. Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just see real quick, because that's gonna take a bit longer. Eddie. Hey, man, what you got?
Javier Larrega, judges on your docket. 100, I think 60 days old. We provided some materials to the state. We believe that a dismissal is appropriate, Judge. but I think they want to evaluate, and take a look at some of the materials we provided.
Okay, so do you want to eval?
Yeah, we've already done a preliminary eval, Judge. They've provided us with some materials. We're currently looking into it. It shouldn't take that long.
In a week?
Yeah, a week.
Okay, so let's do a week. I'll waive it.
Yes, sir.
And then just let me know if they're not inclined, are we, we'll end up setting it, I guess, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. All right, got it. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, come up. Round and around and around and around we have gone. One case, and now a second case, and now we have a bond violation.
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke with my client on January 18th, family reunion. My client had ordered an Uber. The Uber canceled on him at about 8:40. And so he was gonna order another Uber. His mother asked him not to do that. She said that she would take him home. And they ended up, there was a case on Yara. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But after that was over, then his mother took him home. That is why he arrived late. That one thing, his mother is here. Do you have any questions for that?
Is that mom there?
Yes.
She speak English? And I'm not gonna have you translate.
Your Honor, he has had no other violations. He has 1 day of community service left on his PTI. And he is also currently working and should have the rest of the money for the restitution, which is $1,000.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm sending him for a drug and alcohol test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in his system. And then we're gonna go from there. So I'm sending you now for a drug test. And then, and then let's just put it on for tomorrow. I want to know what the drug test, if anything, is going to say. Or can you be here tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm sending you for a drug test now, and then you're up here, right back here, so we can redo everything and see. It's unacceptable. You know what the rule is. You're under strict compliance with 2 cases that are open. This is not the first bond violation that we've had. I'm extremely upset with you, Mr. Gonzalez. I'm not taking any action now, but I want to see what the test says, and we'll go forward tomorrow. Okay?
Okay. Do you want him to come back today? After
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. If you fail the test, if you fail to go, I'm going to revoke your bond. I want you back here tomorrow, and I want to see what the results are, and we'll go forward from there. Okay? Okay.
Gonzalez, right this way. Okay, this way.
Hey, I have a motion to revoke. Do you mind signing it, Kelsey, please, in the queue? Ricardo.
Hey, Judge.
Hi, bud. Good morning. Yeah, of course.
Approaching on Mr. Jonathan Joyal. It's a young man with 2 cases in your court.
Okay, Joyal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Custody Joyal.
Got it.
All right, I'll just print it out. Sorry, I just need to tell where to go.
I guess only one's on the docket today.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, tell me what's going on.
So here's what's going on, Judge. My understanding, and we're trying to confirm from upstairs in felony, is that he's going to WIMAC based on the new violation in your court of a UCW. So that's causing him to be amended up there and go into WIMAC. That being the case, he's currently in custody. He's only going to be released to WIMAC. So at this point, I'm trying to see what kind of options we have for him. I wanted to come to you to see if he doesn't want to plead to this, how quickly can we give him a trial date if he wants to go forward on these cases?
Alex, do we know 100% that they're going to amend and go to WIMAC?
The only note that I have from the prosecutor in felony is saying that the defense told him the defendant is willing to go into WIMAC, but I don't see any clear indication that that's what they're going to do.
The research I've done.
It happened.
The research I've done on the system and on some of the notes on my end, I don't think they could see it, but it says release to WIMAC only. I looked at the activities up there, and based on all the research, it looks like he's going into WIMAC.
You see, maybe I can see something.
I talked to him as well.
Well, I do see on the same day that note was placed, they dismissed the MAJ and just said that there was a condition amended, so it may be that.
It should reflect in the notes somewhere. I can't imagine that one of the
They left
prosecutors is
explanation
gonna.
blank on the motion to dismiss.
Well, no, not, I get it, but don't y'all have like a independent notes to, I mean, every time something happens, you guys should notate what
Yes, Judge,
happened.
and the only note we have that says is defense counsel stated the defendant is willing to go to WIMAC to stay on probation. And then they followed that with a dismissal. So I'm
I
imagining.
see it. No, I see
You
it.
see what I'm talking about?
I see it says, so like I have here 131 amended conditions of probation order, release defendant to WIMAC staff only.
That's what I got as well. That's
Okay.
mine.
Kelsey,
Yes.
what do you want to do with this case? Because we have these two UCWs. While these are open, we can't do.
One UCW, one evading.
Right, I emailed them, Your Honor, and I mean, I need to have confirmation. that
Have you
it's
put an
done.
offer on this case?
Let me look.
Because maybe you can work something out today. I don't know.
He does, I talked to him. He doesn't want to plead to it.
Oh, but then if they don't want to plead to it and they're not willing to dismiss both, we'll have to set up a
And
trial.
that's why I'm touching base to see how quickly we could go to trial.
You need at least 30 days.
Okay.
So they're going to need at least 30 days to get subpoenas out. So it'll be a minimum of 30.
Okay.
So I guess the ball's in your court.
He's gonna be in here. He's gonna be waiting on a bed in WIMAC. My understanding is there's a 2-month wait, so we could hit trial before, yeah.
Oh, okay, so
So we could hit trial before he goes off to
yeah,
work.
what if,
Like a little time to see if felony can respond and see what's going on, and they confirm that.
sure, you want to do like a week to see what they,
Yes, that would be
week or
great.
two? Okay.
Okay.
We'll do a week because I know that you're itching to get
The
the,
only thing is I lose a week, right? I lose a week. If we're going off to 30 days, I'm losing a week just by agreeing to this.
no,
Okay.
for that day.
All right, let me talk to my client and see what's going on. Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
And the thing with Darla today, on the trial case on Mitchell,
We have a PTI offer and they accepted it, and he's out of state, he's doing the classes, he's getting contract notarized.
but
I just spoke to her on the phone, they're waiting on him to send the contract back notarized.
dude's got bond violations. He's supposed to be here for trial. And, you know, I told her, I mean,
I can't speak on the
what she said is that it was supposed to get dismissed today. Is that not right?
I mean, in a perfect world, if once he completes everything, we can dismiss it, so if he were to.
But I thought, I was under the impression that he had already done everything, that they were
He
just,
told me that he was almost done yesterday. But once he completes everything, we do dismiss.
we're set for trial.
Right.
He's not here and he's got bond violations. I mean, let me,
You email to her too.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna email now because I don't want to ex parte anything. And I'm gonna say, hey, look,
Right, yes, sir.
I was under this impression, if it's not done, and I said it earlier with her, I'm revoking if it was not done by the end of.
Do you know if there's anything about his PDR? No, so we have three different Jones. Yes. Jones. I did not.
Thank you so much.
Just this was signed, but it was a file.
Yes.
Or is it on the view of
I know he's leaving.
Yeah, the already.
Senior citizen. No. I just read lipstick, my daughter.
Thank you.
She says now that I'm older, this is you. So she walked in, I was, I just looked like, we need to go there. And so, I said, this was the point. So we went to.
Hey, on Mitchell,
When was it filed? It was.
Lipstick. They said, okay, so I'll do it.
okay, I just emailed you guys with that.
It was expensive.
Oh, what's that on Docket for today? To address?
I really like it.
I don't know.
And I went to all my favorite little stands.
He might have said taken a college.
Right when you walk in. And there's this stand right there.
William Jones, it says, on the 29th of January. William Miller Jones. Yeah, they did publish. Judge, did counsel say anything to you for William Jones, the BVR that was set on docket for today?
Is Jones the last name?
William Jones?
I didn't know that there was a bond violation.
Yeah, it was filed and put on docket for today for the BVR. It was published on 129.
No, all I know is that, is this the one where they filed a motion to, with a motion to,
So yeah, that's when
I didn't know that there was a bond violation. I don't even see a bond violation.
Yeah, it's published on deeds for 129. They're both on, they're just separated as two different. And it was put on docket, in the bond violation to address.
God dog it.
We accept them already.
Please leave your message for.
You only have one guy. All the stunts you do.
All right, Jonathan.
Update. Great.
He's good to go.
So I just sent you an email with regard to William Jones. I just sent you an email with regard to them, okay? Six.
Okay, so there's just. Did you just sign that? Yeah. My down. No problem.
And then,
Judge, is there anybody in the waiting room?
Are we expecting someone?
Elena.
Oh, right. On Jones? On his bond notes, you wanted a 2 on both?
For
Gerard.
Gerard, yeah. Yay. Yay.
Oh, yes. It wasn't me, but it was,
It's just not here to go see. No, you just, like I just wanted an idea. Yeah, plus or minus, so. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Okay. Just. Okay. Oh, I'm ready. I was rushing down and I better. Yeah, but he's about to get him instead. So you don't have a time served offer on the. Cause I looked at those videos yesterday and I did not see them. Have you all, can you show me what it's on? And it's a lot of videos. It's like. Yeah, it's a lot. It's every place you go. And see.
You left it on the court case for today. Did you need for Friday?
What's the name?
Yeah, do that because you have literally all of those videos. I did not. See it. We'll do that. Thank you. Judge, may I approach?
You know what? Continue it.
Continue, yes, sir.
Just continue. Yeah. Yes, Elena. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
I'm approaching on Kareem. My phone did something.
I
Really.
forgot what the name was too.
My phone froze up.
Bella Slim.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. And I left my computer upstairs. I was rushing.
He's here.
Yes, he is. And so they dismissed the POM. And however, the theft is still pending. I went through, it's a lot of target videos. And so,
A lot of what?
target videos. When I say it's a lot, it's probably about 30. I mean, not 30, but it's a lot of them to go through. And I did not.
Oh, it's only 57 days old.
Okay, well, I don't know.
I'm not gonna carry it. If they dismiss the POM, then it's 57 days old. I'm not gonna, you have as much time as you need, what you would with a normal case. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure with that one. So that's, I'm good to reset because I just wanted to make sure.
A normal setting.
Okay, I will.
Is
And they're
discovery-
gonna
is discovery complete?
So like I said before, we're just missing, looks like the body cam and dash, but we have a lot of store video.
It's a lot of store video. Non-relevant store video. Okay, thank you.
They dismissed the POM on Della Slim. So it's really only, the theft case is only 57 days old. So just normal, as we would with a 57-day-old case. No, you can, here. Nuts by themselves, okay. The chocolate.
Skittles thing?
I know, but I was see this one journal. It was gonna be your car. It's actually gone. 786. I saw. 6 on break.
Oh, okay. I thought like, yeah, also the substitution stuff on it. Like,
Oh, I don't know. I know they're on break and 6 right now from trial, but all the other courts on the square. I want to see them smooth trial. I heard they're kind of boring, but I still want to see them. They're about the first 2 years that sat in their lives. Like, get it, short. They're trying to look at, or like, yeah, like it was. Or before reset. I've seen like those selling work styles and stuff, which were very interesting, but. That is just one we're carrying. Right. Because a lot of the murder trials are so I was trying on my day of 11 years and 13. Yeah. I haven't been to one yet where it was like my parents pending this literally like on video. Being tired of yeah.
Yeah. After crime.
But the feeling I don't know, like, we're finally complex with readers. And I did one party, zero games, because I was in that court at that time. Oh, yeah. I mean, continue. The other two that I've seen, they're 17. Yeah, like. The thing where it's all. It's not right. It's not easy. Alright, so then we have. Defendant. Where here. But it was like oh, really? What was there like 2 weeks ago? He was in, yeah. I know you're talking, yes, I know you're talking about because. Yeah, there you go. All right, have a good one. Yeah. I know you're talking about because he was getting upset at me in court. And I was like, and so then I looked into like what it was and I thought because I think it's a lot. She said for some whenever when the murder is instead of like not like one is like but it's when something goes on and that's what makes it. I don't like it was personal, but it was really personal with it. Yeah, so when I looked at that, I was like, yeah. The door open. Oh, yeah.
See it all?
Oh, I wasn't sure. When was that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wasn't here Thursday, or I wasn't here Friday. Thursday.
Like, he did that.
Was Judge on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be really good. Or what if they're like banging in the back?
Oh, yeah.
What was that? And Alex used it a while back and someone just screamed at me the entire time the judge sat there and was like, is that so and so?
Yeah.
And he just like kept going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did they revoke that guy's felony bond for catching a harassment charge? Yes, I don't remember. I can't remember either. It's in my notes somewhere. What year is that? No, the other, all of these were like, that wasn't Thursday, that was here Thursday. The one for the $20. Yeah. It was a memorable last name. I just can't remember. Yeah. Okay, let me see. I know. And it was a big thing about us. Just as fortunate, but is this a show or? It's like a. It's like a, I don't know. What the year, she's on the two, but. Yeah. See a picture of.
It's pretty old, being better than.
I see Oh, they put it on her first. No. So I talked to. I just.
Oh, yeah, just for time.
Okay. That's good. And you stay in there.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I watched this.
Sure.
Yeah, so I called now and then.
I don't know what she does. I don't watch that.
Have you looked at them?
Not recently.
You saw that, that's right.
You keep that?
Yeah, it's in the.
Okay, I'm here, I'll give her a copy.
Sure.
Thank you.
She's like. Oh, I've been like. It's just like. And then she's like. Oh, yeah, when I read that. Charge it. He wasn't like, you know, what else? I mean, that's like. I was like, I just took him to the big one. Oh, you have more? No, I just take my arm and his friends. Yeah, at least I'll get this sign. Oh, yes. If you want to risk it, I don't understand that. Yeah, so that was have.
Yeah.
So right. It's.
I remember your mother had that feedback that, that trial was she kept at the bed in the courtroom.
So funny.
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Younger guy.
Yeah.
It's always something. Oh, that's very.
Okay, cool.
It's the change.
Just the way it happened.
Out.
Very creative. Yeah.
Please, real quick, 'cause I think we already got the number over and. Bill,
She wants to see it, so they.
No, it's not, it's not.
You know, it's up to she don't know what happened. But she can really. Wow. I never heard.
Well, she proved that one guy did it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna, I'll go check something and you can call me.
Oh, thanks for checking in.
Just later.
Yeah, he's still.
It's getting worse.
I think the one. We're talking about more legal people is, the. Illegal. Yes, some of these offers at that point. Not 8 class 50 seconds. You're still have, the same number of people. It hasn't even started, it hasn't even tried yet.
Oh, okay.
Just build 10, just close. Okay, cool. I wasn't there. Hey, Thomas. William?
Yeah.
Hey, for the last thing,
Justice?
This felony got disposed of yesterday. Are you guys dismissing?
I'll have to double check. Thanks,
This council, I don't know, so I just wanted to know if I need anything on this.
And then for certification, we're just waiting.
I've got Reggie.
Video, station video.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got Reggie Vaughn signing on. Reggie.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Hey, bud.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Back from the dead, slowly but surely recovering, Your Honor.
What happened now?
No, after you saw me, I had that amputation, Judge, but then I fell down and I was in the hospital like for 3 to 4 months, Judge.
Oh,
So, no, but
I'm
I'm
so
Judge.
sorry.
I'm ever so proud of you, Judge, to watch you on your TV show and stuff. But I'm still working, trying to get back to where I was, Your Honor. But
Okay.
I had a question, Judge. I have the gentleman that I'm calling about, Your Honor. If you still have, I know it's kind of off docket, but since I'm sick, I was wondering if I was going to pose to you a little scenario. I have a gentleman. We have court on Friday. It's a misdemeanor case.
Okay. Do you have a cause number?
I certainly do, Your Honor. It's 2549620.
Conseco.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
It's his first setting, Judge. He does have also a felony that he picked up on out of the same transaction or occurrence. My question to you, Your Honor, is I'm still trying to slowly make it to court, and I'm going to sign on as attorney of record. Would you like to? What are my options? Waiving his appearance, or should I?
No, it's a first setting. He's got to be here. You can appear via Zoom if you would like.
Oh, okay.
But that's why we have it, make it easier for you. So you don't have to come here. You can appear via Zoom. But this person needs to be here for bond conditions.
I will definitely make him assure myself that he's there, Judge.
Also, have you filed an attorney of record yet, or
I will do that. I'm going to do that when I get to my office today, Judge.
Got it. Okay, so just be ready. I guess let us know what day you want on Friday so we can just reset you then.
Sounds great, Judge.
Okay.
Always a pleasure to see you, Your Honor.
Likewise. All right.
Thank you,
Glad to
Judge.
have you around, Reggie. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge. Bye.
Okay. All right, you want to go through the list?
Judge, I don't know if you just got the email for the additional violation for Gonzalez Francisco.
Hey, Sonia.
Do you want me to grab her?
Yeah, I don't know, will you? He has more violations. They just emailed it to you.
No, I was just notified by the case manager, there was another GPS, curfew violation that was just submitted for.
There's a lot. There's a lot. There's, no. Like his 9 PM is his curfew, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got 9:10, 9:11, 9:12. What? I don't understand. This makes no sense.
What? Easy.
Look at the second report. Here, I'll print it out. I'm printing it out for you. I mean, I guess unless these are different people,
Judge Sonia?
yeah, or I guess show it to Alicia.
Oh, the stop report, what's wrong with the stop report, Judge? This is, them just providing the, oh, I do see.
I don't understand. I mean, I have 1:30, I've got.
I think those might not be confirmed violations. Let me see. Sorry, I don't normally look up these stop reports.
No, I don't understand how on the date of January 30th, you have a departure of all these times. There's different addresses on all of them.
I think those are the addresses he was passing by, is what it looks like. He was passing by those addresses and he entered the
Oh, I
address
see.
he's supposed to be at that 9:22. So this is just the stop report where it just shows him like everywhere he's gone.
So take a look. I guess, I mean, if that's the way it is, we
Yeah,
need to
so
verify it.
it's like the 0 seconds. That's just him passing by with the timestamps as well.
I
So
see.
those are just what the GPS pinged as the closest location at those moments. And then right here is the enter, because then he stays at that one address. So the violation is for 9:22. Yes, right here.
So on 1:30, look at the last one at 9:22 PM until 11:53:57 PM for 2 hours and 31 seconds. Are you telling me that that address is his home address?
Yes, it should be. I can double verify that.
So it's only one.
Yeah, well, no, it's because it says his address here is listed as 1303, but he's at 1301.
We have the address listed as 1303 as well.
According to this report, it has it as 1301.
Where is that?
Look at the last page, the last mark, or page 2 of 2.
Oh, that's the one, sorry. I don't know if that's because of the close proximity, if he's actually there when we go to the zone, the circle zone.
You need to verify, you know?
Yeah, I can verify.
Yeah, if you can reach out to them. They email this to us, so you have it in your email.
Okay, so then it's gonna be one additional day.
Yes. Yes, and I'll verify with our enhanced supervision unit when I get back to the office today and have more information for you tomorrow.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So he's coming back tomorrow, right? Yes.
So I think I could tell us all the thoughts change. Watch the old one. I'm gonna stay with all the action. I'll do the see. That's what all we know. We have to get on. Yeah, we are great. It's a good place. My father was late in some others, and they got the honor, you know, some other people give up certain, you know, honor. I became a boy. My father was agency. This stuff, you know, I feel pride. Girl, my time, go back to me. Well, I feel proud of that. You want to be good. I see my little father with Paul. I like time. I do it proud. And I do try to do a good job. Be confident in what I do. Setting on all these dramas. I stay sure about it. You have to get them together. See, down one day, my young folk, I'm sad in the. They don't, I'm sitting those funds. You have to do that.
Judge, you ready?
You learn.
Yeah.
Page 1, Acosta, set for arraignment about to appear.
2501.
Yes, I'm learning. You learn a lot. You can, like, you know that you can use them.
I think that's it, other than the trial case on page 28.
You don't have to.
Oh, and we do have one jail case, counsel, going to be approaching on bail.
Who is it? Flores?
On the jail docket.
Who got that case?
Harold?
Oh, is Harold back there now?
Yes. Hey, Judge.
Hmm? Yeah, that's why. That's why I sent that email. Well, I don't know it's, I was under the impression that it was going to get dismissed today, right? If it doesn't get dismissed today, then I'm issuing a warrant because the person's not here and they have bond violations and we're set for trial today. So, right. Did we just get Flores or no? He's been there.
Huh?
Did we just get Flores?
I just got told about it
Oh,
like almost an hour ago, but Harold got here maybe 15, 20 minutes ago.
yeah.
I'm gonna start writing on the docket. Can I? So I could leave at a good time today.
So Friday's going to be just,
Don't say that. I know.
well, just because of the BVRs. There's a ton of BVRs.
Oh, I just saw the free trial Friday. We will get judge to initial.
You saw that name change for them.
Victoria, we just, dismissal for Justin. There were two cases, we adjusted that.
Oh, wait,
Once an MRP.
you filed a nollie on justice?
Yes, he just took a 6-month plea in a felony, so there's not much.
For what? 6 months state jail?
Yeah, 6 months in jail.
It was a 3rd degree.
It appears they were both state jail felonies. Did you ever need to?
Wow. Got it.
Unauthorized absent commercial correctional facilities. Should we propose for you? You want to unset term there since you put in felony, or what are we gonna do with our case here? Okay.
No, I'm not letting him go. It's just over and over and over. I mean, we're gonna end up seeing him right again with a new case, you know? I don't, that sucks.
Counsel.
Let's roll it to Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, because number one, defense is not here.
That was my last one. I'm gonna say my son. On probation. And if you just let us 6 months jail, I don't follow him.
The problem is that he is one of the individuals for the last 7 years who literally comes back every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and it's the same place over and over and over and over. So what we did was we said, you know, no more. You don't want to do anything? Fine. We'll just go to trial. And if you're found guilty, I'm going to put you in a treatment facility. And we've been doing that for the last 2 years. The problem is, and I've been telling him, I'm not letting you go. You take off, okay, they're going to keep filing a felony on you. And then I'm going to get you back and I'm going to put you right back into DDRP. And we've literally been doing the same thing for the last 2 years. So, because if I unsack term, the same thing's going to happen. He'll be right back over here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. He's been on probation with us. What he does is he goes, he starts doing the program, he starts doing well, and then he just takes off. They hit him with a felony. And the last 2 times, I think they've just dismissed it. Now he's actually pled to 6 months state jail. And so, I don't know. I mean, I got to see how long that we've been doing it anyways, because there's only 3 years that I can do this anyways.
Well, we just reinstated him on a fresh probation in January of 2024, so.
Is that a new probation? All right. I'm going to do the same thing. DDRP is where we go.
You going to try to have him sign an indictment?
No, let's wait for defense lawyer. I mean, because I want defense needs to talk to him so that everyone's on the same page. I don't want to do anything until, you know, defense gets here. Where was he in decent exposure there? He was in the jail.
I said, you can say this. This.
I didn't have a lot of candy growing up.
I know it's like it's. I don't know job, that's but I mean, does he respond to email better than calling me? No, nobody just says it. I mean, he's gonna do that. Some of his solutions going.
Is there any other thing, Victoria? Just, so judge wants on, are y'all like coming into like their alignment, justice, wasn't the New York State wants their alignment?
Yes.
And so we're gonna visit, so judge is putting that.
Do you want to?
Okay.
We said March, right?
Well, that's what you're saying. We can do it for March too, but.
I don't know. Let's,
We have time, they're still there, they've only been there for like a month, so.
okay.
Okay.
So let's give it like maybe 2 weeks and then we'll go. Did you see at the Grammys what Kanye West's wife was wearing?
I did.
I mean, wow.
Insane.
I'm gonna wear something like that too.
Yeah. So maybe yeah, I don't know, which time was he talking about? How does she need to attend this? Yeah, I think she should. And so I'll go with the as they That's what I'll get. It might be like. You're already thinking. Why don't they just call at the same time? And then it was.
Oh, yeah, case from 2021.
I was like.
I'll check that out.
Gross. Well, and then it was still. Oh, yeah, I think we just started that thing, but click the. Oh, so that wasn't.
Yeah.
We're in a situation. Oh, it's great. You can go out.
Yeah. We're working stuff for plastics on that house.
Oh, great. Yes, yeah.
I don't know if I have time to do that.
He's so involved, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, this, but it was right.
Yeah. You got everything. And he works. I don't understand. It's so.
Yeah.
¿Qué pasea? ¿Cómo es usted?
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you're really fast. Person is.
Oh, clear to the video.
And we need to break it up. You said it's not just a collection of gifts.
So what's gonna do?
Mr. Jayoma.
Here we go.
I saw you retouched it.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
I'll try your emails later.
Not a good day at all.
Hi, Harold. Mr. Jayoma.
Ready for the Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I've been collecting it. I have Jolly Ranchers at work. Everybody's always coming around with orders.
Green ones.
Oh, yeah. The green ones, yeah. Well, the one, the pack I bought, it's just a normal pack, but they had like 3 greens, 3 blues, and the rest were cherry and white.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's those? If you see a huge pack of just those, then the white one is good. I have one actually.
Yeah, well, I'm having them in green line. Yeah. That was right. Oh, yes, man. Thank you so much. I used to eat these already.
Yeah, they're good. People seem to think that my shampoo at my desk is beautiful. Yeah. You need one, I just said.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, we got one now.
He's not rested.
Yeah, that's true. When I open, yeah. I don't even know why he didn't come, because I don't think it was, I don't think it was any bad for him. I mean, what was he doing? No. Except for.
We'll know one time she's got.
Zoom on the, join with Zoom on the moment.
Stop.
Really? That would have been for today? That sucks.
You actually put it inside, corporation, something's on drugs and all alcohol. You got some good stuff. Yeah, that's all.
I know I kept checking on him yesterday, all the way up until we closed, for drug testing, so I thought,
Show us.
I thought maybe you should go do something, come back, or, you know, see if you call or.
Not at all.
They could have these out.
Happy.
Great.
Yes, we get us all of that. I think it's been about 3 years since I see you. Before this week, last week. Yeah,
Sounds good. Yeah.
So Judge Mayor Adrian Flores.
Oh. Oh, you take it.
Harold, how are you, man?
Good to see you, Judge. So he's charged with terroristic threat. It's a due out of it comes out of a shoplifting charge. I think he's in the back and
Yes.
I guess counsel can read the probable cause, but I think it's more just I forget the term for it, just a bravado statement. You know, hey, if I wasn't in his cuffs, I would kill you and that police officer, I mean, stupid thing to say.
What's the last name? I forgot.
His last name is Flores.
Oh, Flores.
Adrian Flores. And I mean, it's definitely a stupid thing to say, not smart, but he does have some mental conditions. So I was going to ask if we're going to follow up motion to get him evaled.
Yes, absolutely. Whatever you need. The problem is every time we give him a bond, he doesn't show up.
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
this is the third time. We've already given him 2 priors. He's never shown up on any of them. And now we have him again here. So I don't know anything about the case. So, but if you want to do the eval, we can. And we just go from there. I guess.
I'm not sure if we have all the.
I can't imagine discovery's in yet, just because, I don't know. What say you?
Some of the discoveries in, it looks like we still have a little more to do, it looks like.
Okay.
Video 911.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so whatever you want, Harold, if you want to set it for an eval, if you want to do something today, if you want to, set it for a week.
And so Judge, on the bond, do we need to talk about that? I mean, they're required when they're, I guess it's not his first arrest, but we'd like a chance, I guess, to talk about it, but I guess that we could prepare a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, whatever you need.
But you don't need to bring him out here today and talk to him. Okay.
No.
Okay, so I guess I'll turn on the eval for that one. I'm just the mental health evaluation.
Okay,
And then we'll go
if you want, I'll do the bail order for you, so you don't have to do it. And just whatever day you want. If you want to do the mental health eval, we'll have to do a 30-day setting. And we file the appropriate paperwork, and then we'll have him, evaled, and then we'll come back.
And you just said you were going to do the paperwork for
The bail order, I'll do it for you.
you mean for the mental health evaluation, or you mean?
No, bail order, because we have to do bail orders on all the people that are in
That's
custody.
something hearing, okay.
But where do we get she's printing it out for you, so just write Y and then I'll sign it for you.
I know, of course, do all these things differently.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go ahead and do that now.
Oh, so we're done with this one. Yeah, I just have one more. Are you getting ready to take off, Judge? Or? Okay, I saw one more to ask about. Let me look it up here. I'll be right back. Sorry.
I'm gonna write it.
No, I already generated it. It's strictly signed over. Right. I remember the time it's like yeah. I'm fine. I'm gonna respond to the judge wants to issue notes for to work with them.
Okay. So you don't show up?
Yeah.
What's the word then? Okay.
I asked him if he needed me to pick his gun to put.
Hey,
Did you want to write these on the docket, the case number and the new amounts?
you want me to do it here?
Let's get used to off docket pages. And then those are the case numbers. Just so they can have it in writing.
228.
Right, sounds nice.
It's, what's it called again?
Swept, SWPWP.
Okay.
You can keep that one. I don't know.
No. Okay. Hey,
I like the cold.
Don't like the hot things.
You don't have to sweat.
That's good. I don't like this thing getting wet. Pretty much, if you go pull on and walk around on top, they go. Good, say I don't want to love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coat on, gloves, skull cap on, you enjoy that walk from there. After the road. You know, like it's sweating, like you slap your settings, and it's everywhere. I don't like that. So now you see it all the time. Call versus the judge in here now.
Then we can do ours on the docket.
Currently, we're trying to reach it is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Yes, Mr. George, this is the, John Dixon. Why, the name. I wrote it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to find out if there's anything. You check information from service president information. Could you give me like this? Well, not too bad. All the new terms, 7 minutes. 3-0. Thank you.
Let's ask Jonathan Lee.
You're good. Let's do it.
What time they do that now?
You are in my 30, yeah.
Makes sense.
Make sure you put brush.
Yeah,
Keep them from having to go to trial, keep them from having to go to conviction, so. She messed up?
I mean, one with the others. The pretrial services, young lady in court, 8 this week. Yeah. Going to South Carolina.
Was she, I don't know, I didn't know where she was
South
at.
Carolina.
Yeah, I think it's her last week.
Yeah, it's riders and what.
I think one of our other officers went over there. Since they just combined it upstairs, we had two officers, one on Docket for Rick and one on jail.
Okay.
But they think that one may be able to just do all of it
Okay.
upstairs, so that, other one.
Okay.
All right, Harold, I think we're ready to close up shop. Are you, do you want to talk about something else real quick?
I had one other one, and here's the,
Okay, great.
Confirm, since she signed the waiver, we're gonna set her bond 1,500 for silence.
We're setting the bond at 1,500, right? For,
Gonzalez. Cause she came and gave this to me after she signed, but she didn't reapproach with you.
yeah, she didn't say definitively whether. Yeah, of course I wrote it on the docket and I'm assuming that because she filed that we're gonna set the bond at 1,500.
What is it, a withdrawal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a waiver.
Yes.
Yeah,
If they're-
okay. Harold, talk to me.
just, I've got a case number, it's, oh God, dog it, there's one over
Is
here.
it Flores, page 32?
So it's case number 254, Judge, 8810. This is a new case I had last week.
On Patterson,
Yes,
540.
Neosha Patterson.
Alicia Patterson, yeah. This was on last,
8810.
it's set for April 3rd.
Yes, I just noticed I didn't get a chance yet to read the probable cause before I got in here, Judge. But I noticed that, I don't think it meets the probable cause. I was gonna see if we could read it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, oh, you want to do a probable cause hearing?
Yes, we can.
Okay, absolutely. Please.
All right.
Did you get it? The cause number?
Yes, I believe it's criminal trespass, is that the one we're on?
Yes.
January 24th, 2025, Leo dispatched to apartment regarding family disturbance. Law enforcement officer made contact with complaining witness and former dating relationship with defendant. The defendant has been banging on door of her apartment since 1/23/25.
Yeah.
Defendant did not make any threats or say anything besides banging on the front door. Law enforcement officer observed defendant moving around rear seats of complainant's motor vehicle. Complaining witness approached her motor vehicle, claimed ownership, and ID'd defendant as person inside. Complaining witness stated she had recently got a motor vehicle, had not let defendant borrow a motor vehicle or use it in any manner, and also stated that she secured all the seats. Defendant stated motor vehicle was already unlocked and law enforcement officer did not observe signs of forced entry.
So just for trespass, you gotta either have been warned before, don't come around here, we don't want you here, or you're there and then you're told leave and you don't leave. So this doesn't fit either one of those. I mean, the door's already unlocked in the car. She's never been told not to go in this car, stay there. In fact, this is the lady that the complaint witness was here.
I remember that she was here.
They stayed.
I,
They have a bit of a history together as well. I think there was a prior where the complaining witness.
so the trespasses were with regards to the car,
Yes.
okay? Did the complaining witness tell her to leave and she continued to stay? Or was there some kind of notice prior that, hey, you know, I don't want you here, or, go through it one more time, will
She
you?
did not let her borrow it or use it in any manner.
She just took the car?
She was just in the car.
She was just in the car.
It was cold that night and she was trying to get in and, I know this isn't here, but the complaint witness told me that she didn't hear the initial call, initial knocks on the door. It was later when she reviewed the Ring camera that she saw her at the door since then, but she heard at the last few, the knocks or whatever. And that's when she reviewed the camera and then called the police. But I think it was more of a situation that she wasn't sure about her mental state. I know this isn't here either, but that's what she told me.
Right, but we can't get into the facts that are out because that's not fair to them, right? Well,
She shared with one of the prosecutors, he's not here today. I forget the young man's name. And talked extensively with him.
Oh, with Alex?
Yeah.
He did speak with her. Absolutely.
So did she tell her to get out of the car?
Well, she didn't let her in her house, which.
Right, but she's charged with the trespass of the car, right? So did she, at what point?
No, but she did go out of her way to say that she has never let her use the car, never borrowed it, let her borrow it in any manner.
So she's just in the car when the cops roll up?
Yes. That's what I understand, having not spoken to the complaining witness myself.
How did she know that she's not supposed to be there? Because from what I understand, they're in a relationship.
Well, prior dating relationship.
How much former?
Not sure of that, Your Honor.
Is it something where you broke up 6 months ago and you know you're not supposed to be in the car, you know? Or is it something where it's?
There was a previous charge against the
I mean, let's look at the statute. Hold on.
defendant for stabbing the complaining witness. So
Say it again.
there's a previous charge against the defendant for assaulting the complaining witness. So I would imagine that there's not supposed to be.
Remember, we don't work on hunches, right? It's got to be
Yes, true.
definitive. Texas Penal Code, right now.
It's 30.05, I guess.
A person commits an offense if the person enters or remains on or in property of another, including residential land, agricultural tract, recreational vehicle, park, a building, had notice that entry was forbidden, or received notice to depart but failed to do so. Did she have notice that entry was forbidden?
Doesn't appear so, Your Honor. They had been broken up for a couple of weeks at this point. I do.
But Harold, you know, if you're broken up, you know or should know that you're not supposed to be there, right? I can't just go to someone's car, enter the car. I know it's cold, but that doesn't give me the authority to just go in someone's car and sit in it, right?
Well, it was cold outside.
I don't
She knew it
care.
was her
Even
car.
if it's 100 degrees, you can't just go into someone's car, you know, and just stay there as justification for criminal trespass. You know,
Well, but I mean, we're also justifying the state filing these charges, Judge, by them not having the complete amount of the facts and here the elements. know, as far as, just like you read, like I said at the beginning too, that no notice entry was forbidden or
Well, no,
receiving notice.
but if you're broken up with someone and you're no longer in a relationship, you can't just go into that person's car and assume that you have authority to go there, even if it's 2,000 degrees below Fahrenheit or Kelvin, right? That it just doesn't jive. It doesn't make sense. I don't think that that would be a reasonable interpretation, you know? If they were in a relationship, in a current relationship, then I think that that would be reasonable. I think that that would be okay where you could go into there. But if they're not in a relationship anymore, I think that that would be, I don't think that would be reasonable, you know? If you show me something different, then, and I'm all with it, right? But you know, or you should know at that point, you can't just go into someone's car.
I understand, but I did check the report too, and the report mirrors this exactly. So they've got no other evidence, so they might even.
Well, Judge, she hadn't moved out, so she had taken her stuff and moved off the premises.
She had moved on.
She had moved out over a month ago.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. That adds credence to that. You can't just go into someone's car. I know it's cold. There are other places that you can go. And I don't think that that's a reasonable justification
Yeah, the month
violate.
I understand, the month, facts are coming from the report, and in that report, she does tell the officers, I saw stuff in there, I live here. You know, my client says that, but we might be able to work this out. I understand.
Right, but nevertheless, they had broken up. She moves her stuff out, and she may be saying that to the cops, right? To be able to not get arrested, right? But what we have here is that they're no longer in a relationship. She's moved on. And yeah, I think that there's enough, you know? Yeah. Sorry, Harold.
Thank you.
Okay, close.
Hey Harold, are we done with Flores? Flores? Are we done with Flores?
Oh, yeah, let me just go tell them what's going on.
Okay, we're done, right?
Yes.
Okay, guys, that's it. We're done.